What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Borthers podcast. Feels like we haven't done one of these in a while, but welcome back. Number 24, we have possibly a permanent special guest here on the podcast. Casey is going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus, so we've been looking around, and we had Sparky on the podcast quite a few episodes ago, and we figured he would fit the role for the time being, so everybody... Get your hands together. Welcome, young Sparkerton, to the Borthers podcast for a while, man. What's up? How we doing today, my dude?
Doing good, dude. I'm glad to be back, actually. I was really looking forward to when I got the message that I could be on again.
Heck yeah.
It was a pleasure last time, and it probably will be great this time, too.
Sweet, dude. Well, you fit right in. I think it's going to be great, and we're just going to shoot the shiz. So, I mean, there's a lot to talk about this week.
So excited.
Dude, do we get into the gravy right away, or do we just I don't know, dude.
I mean, it's the kind of things I don't want to blow my wad too early, you know. It's just
just gotta lead up to it.
It's gonna be like a 45-minute segment. You gotta role play it, right?
Like, yeah, true.
Right in.
All right,
give it a tease.
We just gotta tease it a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Not quite yet, but
Okay. You give me a little build up.
Let's get a little build up going.
Play, you know.
Division 2 came out for a little action, a little taste this weekend. Have you guys been watching any of it or played any of it?
It looks good. I haven't played any of it because I haven't pre-ordered it at all, but it looks amazing.
Yeah, I've been peeping it quite a bit. I've been watching yourself and a few others play it, and it just reminds me of back the old Dark Zone.
Heck
all
yeah.
The memories, dude. All the run backs.
Me and Bren were in there, and we were dropping kids like crazy. It was rough at first.
We were getting blasted at first, not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but once we figured it out,
we got a little more geared, and then went back in, and we were just wrecking kids. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys probably played the first one's beta when it came out because everyone was playing that shit.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I played
And
all
the Dark Zone felt really good because everybody was pretty much like under geared and had nothing going on. You know, no one really knew what was happening. That's somewhat of what it felt like. This one, people get the concept more, but
and people were just flooding through. I mean, we were running into people every 5 minutes. I mean, even quicker than that, dude.
They make the Dark Zone smaller in this one, so like, there's people like, you're not running into them all the time, but you know that they're there. Like you can tell that other people are around because it's like you can hear gunshots and stuff like that. But it's really good because I mean, my favorite part so far is there's really no in combat healing that you can do, which was something that I had an issue with in the first one. It was like you'd shoot someone and then they'd fully heal themselves out of nowhere, and it's like, what the fuck? All you can really do with that is heal yourself with this little drone, and that's it. So it's pretty sweet.
So what's the meta on it? Like, because I remember that came out like around the area. Daisy came where like it wasn't like as not right when Daisy, but you know, it had that like kind of same meta where it wasn't as shoot to kill-y on site. Like, you know, you weren't doing like as soon as you saw someone, you weren't blasting their heads off. Like you actually like gear up together somewhat and then get to call in the chopper and kind of trust each other and play friend or foe. But I imagine with this one, it's like I don't trust a goddamn thing.
That's how me and Brennan played.
It was pretty much kill on sight.
Anyone.
No, dude went up to go put his gear, and I was so touchy, bro. Ryan's like, no, he's just putting his gear up, and I just start smoking people, bro. I was like,
we put both the things on, and there's this thing where you can, like, someone can go up to where people put their loot on for it to get extracted, and then they can cut the rope, so all the loot drops for everyone to grab. And me and Brennan were sitting there because we put some pretty good shit on there. And then two other kids show up, and one of them goes to put stuff on there. And Brennan's like, dude, he's going to take our shit. And I was like, no, he's just putting it on there. And then he makes us go rogue, and then he just starts shooting
just
him.
blasts them. Hey, we got their loot too, but still.
yeah, we won the fight for sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's really fun. I think there'll probably be a lot less kill on site once people get to like end game when the real game releases. Just because like you just got to think people are going to have gear that actually matters to them, that they want to get it like safely to their extraction and all that. So
and people are gonna have like good shotguns by then, so people are gonna start getting blasted.
But yeah. So yesterday they added a end game mission that you can do, and you get to choose one of three. Well, there's a word for it. It was like specialist.
Yeah.
What was the name? There was some type of name for it, but basically, like, depending on what one you choose, there's one that has a sniper rifle, one has a crossbow with like an explosive on it, and then the third launcher. And that's kind of like the like in the first one there was set gear. This is kind of like the same thing with set gear, except it's more implemented into the gun type that you're going to use.
Okay.
So like you'll get more benefits by using a sniper rifle if you have that sniper rifle specialist. Same thing with like precise guns with the crossbow, and then like light machine guns with a grenade launcher, like the heavy shit. It's really cool. I like it so far. I did the end game mission earlier today, and it was hard.
You're
Really
telling
hard.
me, bro? I did that shit by myself.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Dude, that faction in that other section's like medieval, bro. I went out of the other like mission area, and some dude comes charging at me with a shield and like a a pipe or something, and then like I look down and people are bow and arrowing me. I was like, what is going on over here? It's like as I'm smoking people with like ARs and shit.
Yeah, remember and also we went into the dark zone on our lower level guys, and there was this guy. His name was like I don't know. He had some like crazy name, and he had a giant two-handed mace, and he just tried to whack you.
That's right.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. He had like huge, like he looked like a knight because he had all this armor on, and you couldn't kill him or knock or like stun him because he had so much of it on, and you just had to kite him away basically. It was insane, dude. It's gonna be really cool.
The raids, bro. That's like if the enemies are this hard right now. I mean, granted, we've only put maybe like 10 hours into the game, but like, oh, dude, could you imagine like having to coordinate like specific damage and different types of builds for certain raids? 8-man raids, dude. That's wild. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait.
Oh, there's 8-man parties in that game?
Yeah, there's gonna be 8-man raids for end game content.
Well,
it's a bit of people to coordinate.
Oh,
Four,
I mean,
right?
it wasn't raids, but was it 3-man?
Yeah, so those were called incursions, and it was essentially a raid, but they were only 4-man. So just think now it's twice as much. And I did all the incursions in the first one, and dude, it is really hectic. So I don't know what the heck they're gonna do with twice as many people in it, but it's exciting stuff for sure.
That's so much coordination that's gonna have to go on.
Yeah,
definitely.
8
And
people in a call.
Yeah, and then also all DLC is going to be free for the first year of the game being out, which I think is awesome because like that doesn't force you to get like a season pass like most like Destiny would make you do, you know.
True.
The first game made you do that too, and I think they learned from that. But I was watching I don't know if you guys know Trainwrecks. He had Summit on the podcast.
I watched about half of it.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. I was lurking in Izzy's, and I overheard y'all talking about that too. And I was like, man, I was watching that as well.
Yeah, and he had a really good point. Summit brought it up. Destiny asked him, like, how is the second one? Like, do you think it's better than how the first one was? And Summit had a good point where he was like, yeah, I think they've made a lot of improvements on a lot of stuff, but at the same time, a lot of the damage has been done. And like they were mentioning how the view count and the player count for the Division 2 really wasn't very high, honestly. I mean, you got to also take into consideration that Apex Legends came out, but
true. Kind of bad timing, but
yeah, but so like for the looter shooter genre, there was a lot of those people playing the game, and I think if you even spent like a decent amount of time playing the first game, I think you'll like the second one. But I am biased on it because I like the first one.
I'm a little biased too. I just saw a lot of people just giving the game too much backlash, but it's not even out yet. Like yes, you can dabble in the dark zone quite a bit and gear up a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. It's one of those games you really have to give at least 30 hours of your time to fully give it a full, I don't know, opinion.
I don't suggest the game to anyone who's not interested in looter shooters.
If you're not even remotely considering the genre whatsoever, I wouldn't even waste your time on it. Like if you don't like Borderlands, you don't like Destiny, you don't like the First Division, I wouldn't even consider it. Because everyone's so used to that fast-paced, first person. They're not willing to take time on like a tactical, more slow-paced type of shooter, if that makes sense.
Speaking of tactical, it definitely is way more tactical than the first one.
Way more.
You can't even stand out in the open or else you just get destroyed. Like that happened to me and Brennan so many times. You just get your armor shredded.
Especially the shocky chicks that chase you down, dude. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah. That was brutal. But yeah, for looter shooter, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to play a lot of it, but I would not suggest it to people who did not like the first one towards the end because they made a lot of things better, but the core game seems to be the same.
Well put.
And it looks pretty good, but I mean, it looks like I'm going to enjoy it if I do end up like playing it. But it's like some people I was talking to in another Discord, they were like, well, it looks like fun, but then I play it and it's like I'm not used to the style of like just people not dying when I'm shooting them instantly. It's like, yeah, it's like an MMO though. It's like whenever you fight like an MMO boss.
I kind of like that aspect of it though, like more bullet spongy, makes you work for your gear a little bit more. It's more satisfying.
Yeah, right. Now I was
If
trying to
I
explain
get that,
to
though.
someone.
Sometimes I'm like, man, I'm like headshotting this dude repeatedly. Like, come on, like drop.
Well, okay, so this is how I've been telling people about it is if you look at the First Division and you see how much of a bullet sponge people were in that, this one is like half of that because it does not take nearly as long to take someone's health. Like within one clip of your gun, you can get someone like almost 2 people down right away, in the first one though, dude, it took like 6 mags just to break someone's armor down. It was ridiculous. So yeah, it's definitely gotten better in that aspect in my opinion. I think there's less bullet sponginess because they kind of implemented the whole like the perk system, making your abilities actually feel strong and stuff. So
yeah, it seems interesting. I was getting mad, but I was like, because I don't play those games, but it's like, dude, were you the guy in Halo 2 when you just played Halo? You just played SWAT? Like, were you that guy? Like, come on, just give it a chance. Try it out. It's a fun game. I played the game all the way up until in game, and they're like, "Well, I played in the beta, and I didn't."
That's not the full game.
That's not a good judgment.
Yeah, it drives me nuts.
It's gonna be good. It got kind of steamrolled because of Apex, but I mean, how can you you can't really call for beta 2 weeks in because that's what Apex.
Right.
There's hints towards it, and I was like, what are you gonna do, Division?
Yeah, and also it's not like they're the same genre anyway. So like, if people really want to play looter shooters, they'll play the Division 2. If they want to play first-person battle royale, they're gonna play. And Apex, by the way, what do you guys think about the free-to-play genre blowing up within the gaming community? Do you think it's going to be more and more prevalent?
100%. Fortnite obviously started it off, but it's gonna just keep pushing for more competition. If every I should say BR, because that's essentially what the free to play genre is most catered to. But if every BR game is free to play, it's just gonna force every battle royale game from here on out to be better than the next one or the previous one, basically. So it's gonna make for better games, I think, if they're done right. Not just some mediocre crap that people throw out, but. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, as a guy who's broke right now, this is great.
I agree.
I was like, God, this game came out. How much is it, Izzy? And Izzy's like, Jagger, listen,
free.
It costs as much as FREE. And I was like,
yep.
Wait, it's free, Izzy? I was like, an infomercial. He's like, yeah, it's free. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this game is free. I want to get on it. And then I was kind of off put. I was like, I got to get Origin Client. I'm not sure. I'm feeling it. And then I just saw more and more people getting on it. And I was like, all right, dude, well, let's do it.
Okay, so this is something I want you guys to think about. 10 million people played the game they just announced and downloaded and played.
2 days ago, that was.
Now let's put this into money words. Let's assume that every person spent $1 on the game. Obviously, not everyone spent $1, but if you add it all together, it's probably divided out. It's probably $1 per person, probably more actually. That's 10 million bucks first week, like on a free game.
Oh, that's
That's
wild.
pretty crazy, dude. And they're probably gonna have events. They're probably gonna have like seasonal shit.
They already
So-
announced a first year cycle. I don't know if any of you saw the chart, but they already have announcements for new legends dropping in the summertime, a battle pass coming out next month, and then a new season dropping towards the end of the year. They got this shiz on lock. Like, I don't know. We bash plenty of battle royale games on this podcast, but it's near impossible to bash this right now. They're doing everything right, and they had their first hiccup yesterday with like servers and stuff like that. Fixed it within about an hour and a half max. That's crazy, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't just go into development hell, because that's the only thing going against this game. The thing is with these like free to play games is, of course, they're going to make a lot of money through microtransactions and everything, but Fortnite has set up this great standard in the free to play style where they're updating their stuff every week, and it's great. I mean, Fortnite is, the metas I've heard is absolute shit, but that's still a good standard, is having new stuff every single week, keeping it fresh, because that's ultimately what killed Blackout. Just not doing it. They're adding stuff in, but not
a little too late.
Like Fortnite does. Yeah. So,
and I think Blackout's in its best state right now. Currently, at least meta wise, it's easier for a time to kill. Armor's good, weapons are good, but I mean, who's gonna play that over a free to play game, dude? Come on, a free to play game that is good. Like, crazy.
One thing I hope they do is they do a bunch of like community events and stuff, because I feel like that's what really keeps, I guess, the Fortnite and stuff is
like the pop-up cups or whatever.
Yeah, and other people say it too. It's like, man, everyone hates on Fortnite, they really do, but everyone wishes that the game that they play would get updated like that and have events like that.
100%, dude. I'd never play I would never ever play another game, dude.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I'll see you guys at the next Marshmallow Apex concert.
There you go.
Marshmallow, we have a Skrillex on Apex.
Oh, okay. Skrillex is Apex. All right, I'll be there.
I couldn't think of another EDM artist. What was I gonna say? Deadmau 5.
Yeah, he's more of our age demographic, I think.
Yeah. But he's swallowed up by PUBG right now.
I was gonna say he's a PUBG guy, but God bless his soul, I could never play that game.
I was watching that podcast thing where they explained where PUBG Mobile has more players on it than PUBG, like the actual game.
No
on PC.
way.
I believe it 100%. How many people have phones? How many people have PCs? Put the math together.
And PUBG Mobile's free too.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's also made by a completely different company, but
and it runs better. I mean,
I would hope to God so on a freaking on an iPhone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it runs better than the PC version like it used to. I'm not sure about the current patch.
Oh, God.
When I play PUBG, I just feel like I'm moving like a snail. This is
yeah.
Like for the first 2 months, I couldn't even jump, and I was like, "What is this? I don't understand."
Yeah, dude. Every time I tried to play that game, I would be one of the people who gets dropped out at the last second because it load in for so long. It's like,
yeah, that's the one thing that they really, really like. Their map scale is great. I think their maps are pretty cool, but I don't know. Just their optimization. It's just like if someone with a high-end PC is not able to run your game at good performance, and it's like 3 years down the road. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I really like the map scaling in Apex. Or I haven't played any of the new PUBG maps. I've only played the original one. But just how it's a bit smaller and you can travel so fast, like from one point to the other.
They nailed that.
Yeah, it is great.
And I know people have been kind of on the, I don't know, like, oh, why is there not solos or squad, like 4 squads? And I'm thinking to myself, it's chaotic enough as the game is already with 3 people. Could you imagine having another person in your party?
Yeah.
That'd be wild. Absolutely wild.
I just like the movement in that game, man. The movement is so underrated. I know everyone's praising it for it, but I feel like it's still underrated just with the zip lines. Everyone's loving the sliding right now.
The revive mechanic, dude. Oh,
the revive mechanic's nice. Yeah, there's a lot
Revive
of things
mechanic is probably one of the best things I've seen in
well, who likes to sit in a lobby and watch their friends play while they're just dead? Who likes to do that? Right. You know,
it is pure fluid with the movement though too. It's like so fast paced. I'm even having trouble aiming and stuff. I'm just like, oh, dude, this is a lot quicker than what I'm used to.
Right. And I think Apex legitimately took every good piece of more successful BRs. Like, it's like every good piece from Realm Royale, from Fortnite to Blackout, and just kind of meshed them all into one and nailed it. That's what it all feels like. Like, Realm Royale had like a little revive mechanic for a bit. Obviously, you know, Fortnite with like the whole skins and just free to play thing they're rolling with right now. It's I think the game's very similar to Blackout Movement, where it's like jump sliding and just kind of kiting back and whatnot. But then also Realm Royale, I mean, you got the classes and stuff. Kind of did that whole spiel. But I don't know, I'm having fun with it. I've got about 50 hours in the game probably now. Yeah, just a couple hours here and there.
I was gonna check my hours real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, I was about to do the same thing.
I got a lot
up there. I'm nowhere near up there, but it's a good amount of time.
I'm just really passionate, guys.
Let's see, where do I go to check my hours?
Then you just click on the client and then play, or where you're gonna play the game, and it sometimes updates. Sometimes.
I accidentally start up the game and scare the shit.
So have you ever have any of you guys gotten one of the triple crate packages of legendary?
No.
Oh, like the 1%ers or whatever? No.
Yeah, like everyone's been opening these ones that have 3 legendaries in one crate.
I don't even think I've gotten one legendary.
I got one. He's gotten like 17,000 of them.
I haven't spent any money in the game, so I've earned all my crates.
Liar!
You sit on the throne of lies. Look, I'm just investing in the developers. I trust in the process, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, is he the type of person to support? Like, if he likes you, he's gonna support you.
That is a fact. I'm too generous sometimes, but that's okay.
It'd be like that.
Since you're my top bit donator, I'm not gonna argue with you on this.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You got the red badge of death.
I got a pink badge. That's a slow climb, brother. That's a that one's up there. Yeah, that's like it's another like 15K or something, isn't it?
I have no idea.
15K bits or something.
Cool bit badges though. To tell you the truth.
Have you seen like the 1 million bit badge?
I've seen it in people's chats. 100%.
Really? I've never seen a chat. I just saw like
the
thing.
You guys, Bajira, the warrior who plays WoW, he has some of the highest bit donators I've ever seen in that. Like, people are donating hundreds of dollars every single time he streams. It's insane.
He has such a good theme too, though. Like the whole like Dragon Ball stuff he does.
Games and gains.
He knows what he knows what he's about. You know. It's cool stuff though.
Well, does he go like Super Saiyan every time he gets like 100-bit?
Well, like, how does he do it, Ryan? It's like you're going Super Saiyan 3 or whatever.
Yeah, so he has Goku and Vegeta. Is it Vegeta? And they have the 2 laser beams going against each other. One's red and one's blue, which actually correlates towards World of Warcraft too, because it's Alliance versus Horde. But yeah, so like you can vote on which side to power up and shoot the laser beam further, and then vice versa. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, and he's all about lifting heavy weights. So like he's like
he is jacked.
Yeah, he won a tournament and shit too.
Yeah, I think he actually went pro, right? In not powerlifting, bodybuilding.
Yep, pretty crazy.
It's wild. Breaking the what you call it. It's the stereotypes, the norms. He's breaking the norms, man.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's huge.
He's like an insane PvPer too. Like he's
massive.
He's nutty at WoW too.
Yep.
He a tank main?
No, he's a warrior.
He's a warrior.
That's that fits perfectly.
This reminds me of like once I was back in high school, I was like a senior or something, and I saw that some kid down the hallway. He was wearing a shirt that said like had like an Alliance logo, and I just like walked up to him. I didn't say hi or nothing. I didn't know who he was. I was just like, "What server do you play on?" He was like, "Oh god."
That's
He ended up
awesome.
being a cool dude.
That's sweet.
It's so funny how you go to like those events and you can just connect with people. Just like
Yeah.
you don't have to say hi. Just like, hey, what's up? What do you mean? Oh, you play Brig? Okay, I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I
Speaking
gotta
of
go.
Overwatch, did you guys see the esports stuff that has been going on?
No.
I have
have not
not.
either.
So let me see. You can keep talking about something else to see if I can get the actual facts for you real quick, because it was basically Blizzard dumping money into something like worthless.
Sounds like Blizzard.
I was
But
gonna
didn't
say.
Blizzard did they just like lay off a whole bunch of employees recently because they're trying to do like some sort of restructuring? So they laid a bunch of people
Yes,
off.
that
I think
was
so. I saw
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, so they took a bunch of employees out of the company. Like, I'll have to find the exact number.
Oh
but
no, I did hear about that, Ryan. No, it was like
yeah,
in the hundreds, right?
Oof. Oh god.
Yeah, it was a real big deal.
it was
And
a huge cut.
It's like 45
Huge.
45 days or something. They're going to be doing like a massive cut. People are going to
Yes.
lose their jobs and stuff.
Yeah, Activision Blizzard is set to lay off employees on Tuesday, which could number in the hundreds of people, according to a new report from Bloomberg.
Yikes, dude.
A restructuring aimed at centralizing functions and boosting profit. Yikes, dude! Wow.
Yikes.
Their Activision is showing a little bit.
So they're going to like go like I don't know.
You want to hear the best
full
part of it
dum-dum
though?
on the mobile stuff?
Activision Blizzard gave their new CFO 15 million in cash and stock 1 month ago.
Dude, money talks or what's up?
Rest in peace, Blizzard.
Holy smokes, dude.
They need to take the rest of the good employees like Jeff Kaplan and like
Dude,
just like let them go. You know, you ever see that movie 300 where like
Yep.
they knew they were all gonna die? They're like, hey, we may not kill Xerxes, so we need someone to go tell the story. And then so they send that one dude with the eye patch. And he's like, hey, you only have one eyeball, so go tell the story and tell my wife I died. They didn't send Jeff out of there like that.
What an analogy. Oh my god.
Go, Jeff, tell the story about Blizzard and
Oh
how
my
we died.
goodness. Jesus.
Oh my.
It's
Wow.
true. That's the only good person I know left that still works at Blizzard. Oh, not that I know. The only one I'm aware
Yeah,
of.
you and him boys, you have beers. What's up?
No, I like that dude. I saw him in real life. I wanted to touch him, but
Yeah?
he was killed in the rafters.
Come here, Jeffrey. Let me touch you, please.
El Jefe, come here.
Senor, please. Yeah, that's a big oof. I don't know what else to say. I feel like we talk about Blizzard fooking it up every week, but sheesh, dude. How do you think their stock's gonna be doing after all this stuff going on here?
Oh, no, I'm watching. Or let me see. Let's look at it 6 months. Oh my god,
It's rough. That's all from what I've seen.
it's at a peak of like 83 points down to 43 right now.
It's literally half. Oh my god. Sheesh. Yeah, dude, that's I don't know. It's tough, dude.
Jesus. This last year they've absolutely tanked.
Yeah,
So you'd think with like with like Overwatch or Overwatch League and then picking up COD, it wouldn't be as bad, but yikes, dude.
yeah. Their stocks are the highest it's ever been on September 28th or around that time. What happened around that? Like that, I don't know.
COD was still pumping
Oh, that's what it was. That's right.
because it went on BattleNet launcher, remember?
That's right. I didn't think that would make it rise to its all-time high. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only place you can play it too, so.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
But
So
yeah.
did you guys hear about the the guy who worked for High Res.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, there was a guy who worked for High Res who was arrested because he was part of a sex trafficking ring that was going on
Mm.
Oh,
Jesus
during the
Christ.
Super Bowl.
Pizzagate.
Thomas Chung, and he was released on bail.
How much was the bail?
On the 6th, but he's expected to go back into court on February 14th.
A sex
really takes it.
trafficking ring.
Yeah.
Really takes a turn on fucking your fan base, am I right?
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Sorry. That was a low hanging fruit. I'm sorry.
I respect it.
There's no. How does someone like that slide in, dude? Like, no background check, no nothing. Just This guy seems all right.
I'm sure that was at a time when High Res was like, "Hey, we'll take anybody. Hey, you worked at Taco Bell for a couple years. Come develop this game.
Ugh.
It's called Smite."
Oh. You ever heard of Realm Royale? Maybe throw some ideas over there. Realm's in a good place, by the way. All right.
I've heard it peaked at or not, but it has like 10,000 concurrent players.
Yeah, on Steam, dude, it's doing really good.
I peep you playing it sometimes, or like I'll have you up and I'll hear you killing like a robot or something, and I'm like, what? Like, are there actual bots in that game, or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
they fill some of the lobbies for sure.
Oh, okay.
That's why
okay.
it feels so good to get a kill, dude.
Saying, dude.
Like, I would just like overhear it and you'd be calling someone a bot, and I was like, are they actually a bot? They're like, I don't know.
Well, some play like bots. Some of them are actually, AI. Ryan got like 29 kills in a game or something like that by himself.
In what?
In Realm.
Oh yeah.
Remember that
was
game?
terrible.
We had like 35 kills, you and me together or something. You had like 28 of them.
Crazy.
Did the bots ever actually kill people or no?
Oh, I've been down by a bot multiple times, dude.
If they can see you in front of them,
You get blasted.
Once they shoot you once, they do not.
They don't miss.
They like do not miss a bullet.
It's like they shoot slow, but they'll like burp, Sparky, burp, burp, burp,
Yep.
burp. It's like really annoying if you can't get away if you're in an open
Yeah,
field.
if you're in the open field, you might go down. You might get balked, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, that game's fun. I'm always down to play some Realm. It's always a good time.
Right.
Wait, the bots, do they squad up or are they just single?
Yeah, they do squad.
I think
up.
they do squad up. Yeah.
Do they?
They're like an army of bots.
No, remember I got rode up
Rushing each
Jagger
other.
the one time. I was like going up the hill and I was like, "There's a team of bots," and they were all running next to each other, just like.
Stop.
Yeah, dude. And I turned my horse. I'm like, I'm out of there, dog.
I feel bad for the
Deuces.
struggle bus bots are like they're just like perpetually running up a mountain they can't climb up. But they're
That's
still
tough, dude. And all of a sudden, you just hear like in the corner. It's like, what is that? Oh, just a bot. This guy's just like getting pumped in the corner. God
Yeah.
dang it.
I gave Realm a lot of shit for that, but since Apex is huge, the player base is like ginormous. It's nice to like see that there's all types of people playing Apex because you literally get people that are like bots from Realm Royale sometimes.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing with Apex, like, I don't know. This could just be me because I've played so many BRs. I've played so much like Overwatch. This game gives me kind of an Overwatch-y feel. It doesn't always necessarily feel like a BR when I'm playing it. I don't know if you guys get that same thing, but sometimes I'll just be playing and I'm like, this doesn't feel like a BR sometimes. It's like kind of playing its own type of game.
Like when we were playing the other day, I was like, I'll just be looting stuff and then we'll get in a fight. And like, I'll completely forget that, like, oh, I need to upgrade like all this gear. Like, I need to get more armor and stuff. Because I feel like I'm in an FPS, just turning corners, shooting people, and then running off to find more people to shoot.
Right?
Yeah, I'm constantly aware of like my stuff just because I've been playing a lot of BRs. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to get this, I need to get that. There's a level 3 thing over here that Izzy could use, but I need it more, so I'm just.
So yeah, I'm just gonna yoink it. Don't worry, I do the same thing to you, you bastard.
No, you're not as bad as Sparky. I'll open up this whole I'll stare at it for 2 seconds. I'm like, do I need this? It's like
I heard
ding 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 ding, yoink and just run off.
He's got the sticky fingers, dude. He sees it, it's gone. Doink, just yoinks
Thanks
it.
for opening that for me, Jagger.
I see Jagger running to a chest to open. I'm like, oh, I got this. And like, I'll just be running by. He opens the chest and just turn, grab, keep running.
Q's Eye of the Tiger music. You see Sparky in the distance, just spots it. Oh god.
I see the numbers running like through his head. He's like, okay, the animation for opening a chest is this amount of time, so I'm right behind Jagger. I can yoink his gear right before the chest fully completes its animation of opening.
My god. That's hilarious. Oh
no,
Lord.
but even like the first few days we were playing, like it's a bit to take in. Like I hadn't seriously played like a BR or FPS probably since like H1.
I noticed though, because
old H1 day, and I was like, oh my god, this is like, what am I doing? Like I'm sitting there staring at guns on the floor, trying to like, okay, is this better than this?
Right.
Oh, dude, it sucks. It sucks doing that.
And then y'all like running around killing people, and like I'm never with them. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, Sparky's in the town before still as we're killing people. But that's all right, dude.
That's kind of like our thing, like from Call of Duty, since we started doing the hot job, because we would just like, we wouldn't even communicate. We would just
me and Jagger have so much chemistry together now, so it's just kind of just like when we're in the zone, kite, heal, engage, kite, heal.
We have our routes, like we already know where we're running to for the next like 3 spots.
Yep.
And I'll ask questions like, "Hey, did you loot Red Barn?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." We'll just continue on.
or like when we're doing Code Red, Jagger, and I just get real quiet when we're doing Code Red because I'm focused. Like, is he okay? I don't answer back. Like, kill a team. It's like, all right, he's good.
It's like, hey, you don't need me. I'll be over here for emotional support.
Yeah. Oh god, that's fun. Good times.
Definitely.
It takes a lot.
Like holding y'all back and with y'all synergy and stuff. And
No.
like, oh, okay, cool. I'll get up there. I'll get there, and then it's slowly getting better, but it's still work in progress.
No, you're good. It's all about the confidence, man.
It's kind of a game too. You got to give some time. Like I noticed this right away when I played it. Obviously, you got to learn the game, you got to learn the map, movement, whatever. But like, you kind of got to give the game a little bit of time. You got to learn the guns. You know, which guns do some more damage. How am I gonna, get to a spot that has higher tier loot, stuff like that. It's not a game you're gonna instantly play and win right away necessarily. Got to get used to it a little bit, but.
Yeah, I think the reason is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think the reason me and Izzy play it so well is because we came from that Call of Duty Mog meta, so that's like exactly what the Peacekeeper is in that game. So I mean, we
way better than the Mog.
Yeah,
it's busted.
Right.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, coming from someone who almost never plays BRs, the one I put the most time into was Realm, and I probably only have like 50 hours. I like watching people play Apex. I actually enjoy people like wrecking people and watching them. Even though I don't know how all the abilities work and all that, it's still cool to see, which I think is very rare because I couldn't really watch Fortnite too much. I watch like Nick Merckx mainly, but yeah, like I personally don't play BRs, but I like watching this one in particular, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good I think it's really good for viewing, and it's just fun to play. So it's the best of both worlds right now. I mean,
yeah.
I know it's in the honeymoon phase. I know we're praising this game like it's literally crafted by God's hands himself, but it's pretty good, man. I haven't, like I said, I tweeted this out a couple days ago, but like I haven't played a game this much since I started playing Counter-Strike for the first time. And that's saying something. It's crazy. So much fun.
Yeah,
do you think so do you think it actually will last, or do you think Fortnite will overtake it back?
I don't think this is going to be the game that kills Fortnite. I'll be completely honest with you.
I don't think Fortnite's ever going to die. I really don't. The age demographics way too wide. You can play with any of your friends on any platform. The game runs incredibly well on all platforms. The skin game is untouchable cosmetically. Like there's no other game anywhere that has the amount of like customization that Fortnite does and does it well. I don't know, and it just hits a different, like I said, it hits a different age demographic. Like, you know, not every kid's gonna necessarily have a good PC to play on. I mean, I know the game's on console and stuff like that, but I think that this game caters, at least Apex caters to more of an older audience, whereas Fortnite, it's Fortnite. It's very cartoony. It's fun. They got the dab emotes and shiz like that. You know what I'm saying? Who could pass that up as a kid, dude? If I see a Fortnite character just smoking someone, dab on them after the kill, dude. Oh, I'm sold.
Fucking hate
As
you,
a 13-year-old dude. Jager hates it, by the way. So
I told the same story last week, and I feel like it's a dig a little bit. That happened to me.
I do it ironically.
Please tell again.
I was like, wait a minute, that's my story. He's recollecting the time that this dude, like, real quick, because we covered it last week. This dude, basically, I was shooting this dude, got the first 3 shots off. This dude went, built like a tower, a guard tower, shot down at me, and did the dab emote on me. I was like, I'm done. So like, sorry, so I was phasing ill out, and I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a second, this story sounds familiar.
Like deja vu.
Too familiar.
Oh yeah, that part does suck about it, but you know, you like what you like.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly, dude. You like what you like. You know, I don't know. Everyone's either like on the fence about the game. Like they're on the fence about it, like, oh, this looks kind of cool, but it's first person. I don't know, first person's my thing. Or they hate it, or they love it, you know? There's, like, no really, like, I don't know. Either hate it or love it, I guess. I wouldn't say too much in between, but I don't know. A lot of people are bashing on the game, but, I mean, it's free to play. Try it out. If you don't like it, and you tried it out, then that's fair, but I don't know. People are gonna like different stuff, I think. I don't even want to compare the game to Fortnite because they're not comparable. First of all, one's third person, one's first person. One has an insane mechanics for building, one doesn't. You know, they're completely different games.
I think this is how I see it. Give Apex 2 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
See if they drop some updates, nerfs, buffs, whatever, and from there. What I would say is, let's say they drop some, like they add a new gun and take out a gun, and then like tweak some of the classes or something like that, and then say like, oh yeah, we have a new character coming out next week or some shit. Then I'd be like, okay, I think Fortnite and Apex will be side by side in the top view list on Twitter.
That's a more realistic comparison for sure.
I don't think they're going to be competing at all. I think they'll just live side by side at this point, because one, like Blackout was living side by side with Fortnite a little bit for a while
until they stopped updates,
and then, well, Activision will just
until Activision didn't let Treyarch do their thing.
But yeah, so that's my guess on it. That's how I feel about it, because I mean, there's always hype. And then,
right. I mean, like I said, we're in the honeymoon phase of the game.
But with how the game is, it looks really good. I think it's one of the better games that have come out in a while. So,
I think what definitely helped it out a lot is the fact that when it came out, it was just so polished. Like there was not as bad as like hiccups of trying to get in or anything like that. It was just get in, download it, you got it. All right, let's go. And then from there, you didn't really have too many problems.
Flawless release.
Just trying to figure out your own stuff.
I think what also helped it was didn't a bunch of streamers go to a summit thing?
They instead of like marketing the game like publicly, they had I don't know how many times they went out there, but I mean like big influencers. They invested in influencers very well, I think. And the game's good too. So like, you see
from what I heard, it like people could give their own opinion on it too.
No, like I heard things like Shroud would have suggestions for people, like, oh, it would be cool if you had this sort of thing in here and maybe dial this back. I mean, I was watching him the other night talking about stuff. He's like, I think the game's near perfect right now. They need to, tweak a little bit of things with abilities, maybe dial back the time to like heal and shield a little bit, and then have some sort of like tweaks for the guns. And I think the game's in a really good place, is what he was pretty much saying.
Nice.
And that's coming from a guy who's got probably more hours than anyone right now, just because he's played it for so much off and on air or whatever.
What do you guys think of the Twitch rivals coming up? It's gonna be featuring Apex, and
it's gonna be really interesting to see. Well, I mean, it's gonna be like open, right? So it's just gonna be them pub stomping, correct? Because I don't think they have customs for the game yet.
I haven't really looked into it, but I probably would assume so. Yeah,
it'll be cool to watch. People really going hard in the game. I personally want to see the game played at like a higher level with people that actually know what they're doing. Trout is kind of like talking on this a bit because I'm sure he gets a question every single hour. It's like, oh, are you going to compete in this game or whatever? And it's kind of explaining like this game's a lot different with movement and like the whole res system. So it could potentially be interesting, but we'll see. Because I mean, BR's like he was saying, BR's RNG, So it's kind of, there's always going to be RNG and BRs. But I would like to see this game at a higher level. See people play against other players that are really good. So I don't know. It could be interesting because like the time to kill in this game is not that fast. I think you got to really work good together as a team. And I mean, I would say against good players, you'd have to strategically push properly to get kills and then loot quick, move on type of thing. But I don't know. It'll be interesting when that time comes around. And
I heard someone talking about that too. They were saying that they're thinking that there will be ranked systems added soon.
Dude, I honestly think that's the only thing that could like push them to the next step against. I know it's like, oh, Fortnite versus Apex, but like they're competing with each other essentially in terms of popularity, I guess we'll call it, even though Fortnite has more players. But in terms of like hype and popularity right now, I think Apex, if they come out with some sort of like global leaderboard system to see who has like an insane amount of kills with a character, wins, etc., just for everyone to see. If they add some sort of ranked play mode, which we've talked about this since we started this gosh darn podcast, like for BRs, add a ranked play mode. It'll give people a reason to play. People will want to get wins actually and try, and it'll just elevate the level of play. And it'll be fun for people, I think. Like H1Z1. H1Z1 added a ranked play system, and it was the greatest thing of all time. So
I do remember that.
I don't know, man. I think they're only a few updates away from being a groundbreaking game, unless you count it as a groundbreaking game already. But I mean, seriously, it's gonna be really interesting how these next few weeks play out, like you were saying, Ryan. But
yeah, so
I'm enjoying it.
What do you guys consider it gonna be all your main games for the time being?
It'll be a main night game for me for sure. I'm still gonna really try and get back into variety here, but yeah, it'll be a main night game for me, 100%.
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. It's a lot faster pace, and I just kind of grab it and go. I don't always have to play super seriously either. Like the other day, I was playing with a female viewer of mine, and then Izzy hopped in as well. And I had to let Izzy know. I was like, I'm not playing like super serious. Like I'm kind of just memeing around, like, and I can take it and run with it.
Yeah, I think it's a good game to play with subs too. I think like just grabbing 2 subs, doing a raffle or something, be like, okay, you too, come with me or whatever. I think that's pretty cool. Which it's something that's always good for these BR games because a lot of people like to play with their favorite streamer or whoever they're sub to.
Jager, you said this very well the other day. I forgot how you worded it, but you were saying like along the lines of, I've never played with or like had a game to play with everyone. How did you word it the other day?
Oh, it's like this is the game that everyone's playing right now, so it's nice to have like everyone like together again. As far as like the people between like my viewers and my friends and everything like that, because everyone's on the same page. Like no one's playing like this person isn't playing Fortnite, this person isn't playing like Blackout, this person is not playing Overwatch. We're all playing the same game, and we can all like. The chat has just been really good so far because everyone can relate and be active to this game, and it's something you don't see very often. And I think that whole free to play format kind of helped that for sure. Because I played the. If he's still in here, there was Puddles in chat. I haven't played a game with Puddles. I met him through Overwatch. I haven't played a game with him since like PUBG came out. But yeah, nice. You know what? Just as an old man gamer, can I just like vent real fast? On
go. The floor is yours, brother.
Thank you. All right. No, I'm just happy that we didn't have to like buy into anything. Like this was a BR that came out polished. We barely knew about it. There was no advertising versus like, hey guys, this is the Apex Legends Alpha. Buy into it, and when the game comes out, you'll have exclusive release on whenever the game comes out. But don't worry, the game's busted. We're still working on bug fixes. We're working on adding all this stuff into it. Just be sure and support us. They're not doing that whole alpha gamble thing that a lot of games are doing nowadays, i.e. PUBG. I don't know. I can't name them off the top of my head, but you know what I'm saying.
Dude,
it's
I hate
super
that.
annoying. You're like Visage, which may or may not come out next month. The scary horror game.
That's coming out.
Really yeah.
Hopefully.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's like it seems like buying games nowadays that have all this hype behind it are like a gamble, you know?
Dude, I hated that started probably like 2 years ago when the survival games were first coming out, like Daisy,
Yep.
Rust. Like you're all, get our pre-alpha game, and I'm like, that game's been in alpha for 3 years. Like when you go into beta,
right? You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very nice, very refreshing. Of course, this game didn't have any like advertising behind it, hardly. Like
all influencers, all through word of mouth, all through influencers, and they did a fantastic job about it.
Yeah, so the game's fucking killing it so far. So far.
Yep.
So far.
I will. We will hold games accountable on this podcast. We have destroyed Realm Royale to the ground and then picked it up again and praised its glory again. So we will be as brutally honest on this show, all right? Have you know, chat. Yeah, so far 10 out of 10 game, man. Like I said, or like Ryan was saying, if they update the game and, continue to I think their PR has been really good too. Not saying like Epic's PR is bad or anyone else's PR is bad, but they've been really good with like staying connected with people and updating posts on Twitter and all that stuff whenever they're having issues or whenever they plan on doing a patch or like a maintenance, stuff like that. They've been really, really good on that, especially for a game that's not even a week old. I applaud it. But the Respawn guys, I'm sure they know what they're doing. We're talking about guys that made one of the best Call of Duties of all time for some people. I'm sure this ain't their first rodeo.
The team from MW2, Respawn Entertainment, coming to reap their benefits, man.
Dude, coming to save gaming, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, seriously. Imagine if they didn't come out with that game, what would we be playing right now? I would have finished Kingdom Hearts. You would have finished your Resident Evil playthrough.
And then killed myself on Call of Duty. That game came in clutch. I was getting so tired of Call of Duty, man. I would miss a mock shot, then I would die, and then every game would just end like this. All right, nice try. Let's go again. Just go again.
Just give me back.
I'm getting off. I'll see you later. But yeah. Of course, I get that with every game, though, so it'll only be a matter of time for him. Like, man, I hate they nerfed the Peacekeeper. Now I have to aim with a gun. It sucks,
To be fair, that Peacekeeper is a straight joke, but don't nerf it, please. It's fun. It's really satisfying to kill people with.
Yeah.
Dude, if you have the choke on it, dude, have you seen what you can do with that thing? You ADS, charges it up, boom, smokes people for like 80, like 40 feet away. It's like, okay.
And what was good is like, I hope this is one of those games where you don't learn everything in the first like month that it comes out. Like I know with weapon balances that's going to change, but there's things with Call of Duty where I was still learning things the day until I stopped playing it. And I was like, man, that's cool. You learn something new every time you play it. So hopefully this game will have like those certain nuances.
I really think that it's going to excel in that category, Jagger, because of the Legends, the class-based system. You're going to be learning something every single time, either whenever they launch it before like their season 2 or whatever in the summertime. They'll have a couple new Legends coming out. It's going to change it could potentially change the meta of the game. And I don't know, from what I've been seeing, some of these like metas that people are running are pretty solid. You got like Bangalore who throws like the smokes down, and then you see people using Bloodhound with her. They like kind of combo with each other. It's fantastic.
I'll put the poison thing inside of the smoke or something like that.
Dude, you know what people have been doing with Caustic? They'll jump on the plane as a squad, and he'll throw traps down right away and use his ult, and he'll poison and gas people off the ship right away.
Really?
Yep.
I got hit by a caustic. We both just landed at the same building, and I tried to run in, and he put a poison trap at the door and just kept punching me back into it. And I was like, "Oh my god, I can't get out of this! Like I'm just getting."
This is so toxic.
Yeah, it seems really sandboxy to the point where there's a lot of like crazy things you can do with the character abilities. I saw there was a video, I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but the guy with like the hook shot claw thing,
360 around the dude.
Yeah, he was doing like spinning 360s around someone while shooting at them, just kept going around him so we couldn't hit him.
That's hilarious.
It was so
Pick
funny.
up Pathfinder. His movement seems crazy.
Yeah, I know you could actually do that. That's cool.
Yeah, dude, it was so funny. I was like, oh my god. First off, he can distract people by doing that, and then his teammates can just nail him. But yeah,
It was a great clip. I saw a clip actually, Caustic again. This guy, you know how you can like kind of block the doors with like crates and stuff?
Yes,
He blocked the doors with 2 of the toxic traps so that they couldn't get out. All they had to do was break the doors, by the way, because you can break the doors in the game. But they didn't know that. These poor souls got gassed inside a room, the whole squad. He trapped them with 2 traps in the doors so they couldn't get out, and he just ulted them, and they all died from toxic fumes. I was
awesome.
like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, he placed. I saw it. I was going to talk about that. But he blocked the doors to the 2 things, and he threw a grenade or something in there, and they couldn't get out. And somehow his grenade activated the traps he placed at the door, so it was like double the gas in there. And yeah, it was so hard to not feel bad for him.
Yeah, those poor guys.
Just break the door. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what someone was telling me the other day. Like, just because all the loot crates were in front of the door, and they're like, just break, or like we couldn't get the door open to get to. Someone's like, just kick the door open. I was like, wait, you could do that? And then
Yep.
use my melee and full on Spartan kick that door wide open.
Right?
Oh my god.
I just learned the other day that you can like running jump punch and jump kick people for more damage. Just learned that.
Oh, you can like haymaker 'em?
Yeah, so it does more damage, and you just knock them back. It's hilarious. Just like the mechanical things you can do in the game to outplay people. So far, 10 out of 10. It's very satisfying.
So I had a question. I was watching people do it. You know that like execution you could do to people? Like it is your character special like execution, like they'll do some ability in the cinematic. What happens to like your live character when that's happening? Do you go like invisible?
No,
or
you
something?
people can shoot you off their teammate. And you can die.
Okay.
There's a clip. Someone clipped me. I was being extra toxic that game, dude. I was pissed. So, like, my character, like, spins around and hits him with, like, a drumstick in the face, then, like, deuces. And then it got canceled. And then I got smoked, and someone is going to come run to me and do the same thing. But, yeah, dude, you can cancel it in, like, mid-game and do all that stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Your character kind of just stands there.
Yeah, they're
instead of,
defenseless, basically. But
Yeah.
it's sometimes it's really worth it, you know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, yeah.
I got a great clip of Pacheco and myself trapped in a building with someone where I don't have a gun, and he decides to body them. He says, "Gotta save ammo." Actually puts him so we can get an extra gun.
Oh, is that where he cannonball right on his right on his face?
That's right, dude.
I was like, I gotta play the smart play here. Gotta save ammo. Sorry, dude. Gotta BM you. And then Gibraltar just does a cannonball, and the dude it just squashes him.
Oh my god, dude! Some of them are hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my IRL buds, my high school buds that I play with, like Resum and all those guys, I ran into them in game again. I'm like streaming, playing with Joe and Dave for the first time. It's like one of their first games. I go to the other monitor, take a sip of my drink. Tyler and the boys are in the same lobby as me. I get blasted by one of them. Tyler comes up to me and does his little toxic finish, and then I see his name on the board. I'm like, no! So I got BM'd by my own high school buddies. Feels bad, man. Embarrassed me.
Go on the perpetual scoreboard.
Yeah, I was like, you guys are stream sniping. How toxic. No, but I think it's like local though, because I've run into them many of times in game. It's really strange. Just queuing up. It's like, wait a minute, I recognize that name. So that means you and Spark could potentially run into each other.
Probably.
I'm hoping on it.
Who would win in a 1v1 though? Let's be honest here. Sparky's got a
Jagger.
mean shot, dude.
Jagger's definitely got a lot more experience over me in BR.
But what? But that big brain
Just a
though,
quicker
Spark.
pace.
I don't know.
Oh, dude, all brain, no aim, dude. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, I don't got much thinking.
My man just
never
runs
played hard.
straight to the balloons like, you see ya.
Like, guys, where's my team, guys?
That's what I used to tell my my old teammates from Counter Strike and stuff. Like, 'cause we were up pretty high ranked, and like we'd get matched up against each other sometimes, and they would absolutely dominate me. Like, what happened, Sparky? And I'm like, bro, you guys know I IGL for you. Like, I can't aim at all. Like,
I just call the strats, bro. That's all it is.
I just go out, die, get information. I feed it to y'all.
There
Y'all
it
get
is.
it.
The
There it
intel
is.
machine. I love that.
Sparky Recon, baby.
Yeah, there we go.
That's about all it is. Like, I know y'all are toxic and don't want to talk to each other, so I'll flip through your screens and call out for you. Don't worry.
Oh man, good old Counter-Strike, dude.
God, that's so awkward. You remind me a lot about that. Like when teammates get toxic towards each other, and you have
Yeah.
to,
That's
like,
the
crush it out for
worst.
them. Oh.
Let him know. I'm like, if you let him know he's there, he can help you. It's just so stupid.
That doesn't happen very much anymore because I cut those. I don't play with those people anymore. I don't need none of that negativity in my life. It's like they're giving each other the cold shoulder when they're in the same gosh darn call, and it's like, buddy, call out, all right? Like,
My favorite thing is like, I'm glad we're in Ventrilo together so we can mute our mics.
Yeah.
Ventrilo. Oh my god.
I love intro.
Glad we're in raid call.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
Anyone use raid call back in the day?
Oh,
We
yeah.
did.
Where you could
Heck
give,
yeah.
give the hearts and stuff.
Yep, you could have like these little emotes you could give people and shiz like that. Oh my gosh, that was like one of the first things I subbed to a streamer years ago, and he's like, "Oh, you can join the streamer or the sub raid call," and I was like, "Oh, sub raid call, sure." Boom, everyone was like spamming these emotes all over the place, and I was like, "All right, this is cool."
Red Call was actually pretty good precursor to Discord, though. I must admit, I liked Raid Call, but I never used it because no one else used it. But I liked it. I liked the functionality of it. It was smooth. I think it was like hard on your CPU. Yeah, it was hard on your CPU.
Well, I used Skype. Our friends would use Skype for some reason. Just like, okay, that's nope.
Dude, my stomach hurts when I think of the word Skype.
Ugh.
We were talking. I don't know who I was talking to earlier. Like earlier than that, back when we were like, me and a few of my friends were playing Diablo 2 or RuneScape. We didn't even know Skype or any VoIP was a thing, so we would all just call each other on the like our landlines. You know,
That's awesome.
Like, hey, call Jeremy. He's got three-way. He can call Cody.
He's got
three-way. And
three-way.
then, like,
Dude, some kids don't even know what three-way is anymore. Think about that, dude. You're talking to a whole new generation.
I know. It was just,
Oh,
I remember.
man.
And then growing up with sisters, they'd try to get on the phone. And all they was, get off the phone.
Get off it.
That's right.
Oh my god. What's a landline, Sporky?
Oh man.
Back in the day when I had to top up my Virgin Mobile phone.
Oh my god. We need some more minutes on this. I need a minutes card. Is a you plug that into your iPhone? Is that like a landline cord? What is that?
Dude, people sound so like perplexed when I tell them like you couldn't play Halo 1 online, but we played through Xbox Connect, and there's like, yeah, you plug your
Oh
here's
my
the cable
gosh,
to your
into your
and then
computer?
you go through that way,
Holy.
and it tricked your system and think you were playing System Link, and everyone's like, what the fuck? They're like, was it free? I was like, absolutely. Great.
Absolutely.
It's free, it's for me.
Yep. That's
It's
funny.
It's for me. That's the way.
Dude, some kids will never know the dial-up sound.
Dude, I dance every time that comes on. It's great.
I wish I was them. That is embedded in my brain. Like when my nightmares start, it starts off with that noise. It's like, oh god.
Oh
know,
man.
I remember like we would play like this old game and no one's gonna remember it because it was on the PC. It was called Delta Force, and I would always try to host games because host advantage in that game was ridiculous. And people would always ask the same question when they would join. They were like, "Are you on 51K or cable?" And I wasn't even on either. I was on just like straight dial-up. So every time I typed 51K, I guess I was like the step above, like between dial-up and DSL. Like everyone would just drop, so I would just lie and be like, "Hey, I'm on cable," and everyone would at least stay for a little bit and be like, "Wow, this guy sucks." That was back when you could lie and get away with it. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Can't lie anymore.
Dude, you
can't be
remember?
anonymous on
You
the internet.
remember playing Warcraft 2, or Warcraft 3 custom games? And then so like you would get into a new game that you've never played, and so everyone in the game that had to download the map or whatever, and you can only download it one at a time.
Yeah.
One at a time.
What?
So you only got to that one person, and you just see it crawling up from 0 to 100.
Dude,
You're like, oh
and you
my
would get
god!
kicked if you didn't load it quick enough too. They would be like, "No, you're out of here." Dude, that was the worst feeling. I was like, "Dude, you still have to wait for five other people. Why do you want to
just let me download the map so I don't have to download it later?"
Yeah, dude. Oh, that was so bad. That was the same as StarCraft 1 too. Like in the custom games, you had to do that. Oh, that was the worst because like there's nothing you can do about it.
Especially if you played something like competitive, like Dota. If they see you downloading the map, they're like, fuck this guy.
This guy, you get him to.
Like I would go into
like, no,
lobbies.
just install.
Yeah, you would go into lobbies and there'd be some guy who has like 130 games and you haven't even done a single one. Or like your win-loss ratio is like 5 losses, no win. They're like, dude, you suck. Get off my team. It's like, dude, I'm like 12.
And
yeah. It's like when we played Marine Arena, they would look at my ELO in the custom game. They're like, this guy is 0. I'm out. I was like, dude, it's 2v2v2v2. Like, we have a good chance of not getting last. Like, come on, give me a chance. I forgot about that.
Good times. I can't wait for Warcraft 3 Reforged, dude.
I never got to experience that stuff in its prime, sadly, boys.
That is when people are going to be playing it, and you should too, because we all can play custom games together.
So I'm down, dude.
Oh my god. We could have tournaments and shit. Oh my god.
We should be doing that now, too. Yeah.
Every Sunday night, just do a tourney or some shit. I don't know. It could be so fun.
I hope they implement some things from StarCraft, because StarCraft had a good thing. It was where I think every hour and a half they ran ladder tournaments. So you could, like, they did it like bracket style. Whoever wanted to play in this tournament could do it, but they paired you off with somebody in your league. And y'all did it like tournament style. Like it was just single elimination. If you won, you advance. And then if you ended up winning the tournament, you get this like portrait or you get
medal. You get like a big like some statue thing on your profile for everyone.
Yeah, you could like display in your display case or whatever. It's really cool. I hope like they do something like that, because that'd be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be awesome.
It's different because like it gives you a taste of like not just playing a game competitively, but playing like in the actual like competitive format, like of doing like tournaments and stuff. Like that is
you're actually at the high league, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see if it pans out. Because they already got delayed. It feels bad, man. A remastered game got delayed.
I know.
When's it supposed to be out? Or
probably not going to be till like freaking
summer?
My guess is November, because summertime is Classic WoW.
Oh yeah, I know there's something coming this summer, and you said Classic WoW.
But I'll play that for like
Classic WoW is going to be insane.
I can't wait to waste another 16 years of my life.
The amount of people who are going to be playing that, holy shit!
I think it'll die off, but there'll still be a good.
It'll take a month and a half to 2 months, and then it'll definitely plummet.
Well, people just, I don't know. People don't want to grind like that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of what it is.
It's like that whole like RuneScape era. It's like, oh, you got 99 in all of these? Oh my god. Do you sleep?
Oh yeah.
Did y'all actually play RuneScape a lot or no?
So my cousin tricked me. He tricked me. He's like, here, all you gotta do is stand on this dock and just fish. So he had me just fishing for days. I had no idea what was going on, but he's like, yeah, all you do is fish. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, I guess. Little pixel dude, just whoosh.
Dude. So a few friends of mine play it like that religiously. And so if you play it like a good amount, you'll know that at level 92 of an ability or a skill, that you have half the amount of experience you need to get to 99.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
And yeah, so all the experience you've acquired to get to level 92, you now need to get all that again just to get to level 99. So my friend's senior quote in his high school was 92 is half of 99. And I was like, God, you're an idiot. I hate you. I hate you.
That's awesome.
Oh my god,
That is awesome. Oh my gosh. Good
yeah,
Lord.
that game is insane. Like, I remember I got to like 60 and a bunch of skills, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm doing so good!" And then I found that out, and I was just like, "What? Like, this is nothing." Jesus.
Mhm.
How long does it take the full level in like in vanilla? Wow.
Vanilla WoW.
You guys would know
Like-
more. I don't know.
Okay, so actual playtime hours, probably about a little under 6-7 days. That's if you're doing it correctly. You know, like
It'll probably take people 2 to 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Like,
How consistent of grinding
that's
is
playing
that?
8 hours a day, probably.
A full-time job.
yeah.
That's assuming the optimal.
That's
like,
if you're
playing an
running the
optimal
perfect
class.
routes and everything
Yeah,
like
so
that.
So if
Yeah.
you are full time, know what you're doing, you have this pre-planned, you know where to go, you know all the quest lines and exactly the perfect route, probably about 6 days of playtime.
Oh my
God,
god.
like you're a speed runner, man. Jesus.
There's a
Yeah,
guy.
pretty much.
Oh,
There's people that do
actually,
it though.
that's a good topic, actually, because did you guys see? So there's this guy, I follow him on Twitch. I forget what his name is, but he has been broadcasting his world first level 60 hunter, like actual gameplay from back in 2005 of classic WoW. He's been like playing it on his channel, which there's nothing against that because
You had
an
it
old video.
recorded then?
Yeah, he recorded it back
What?
then. So he was a troll hunter, and he went. No, was it troll or orc? It was one or the other. It doesn't matter. So he went from 1 to 60, and he would just rebroadcast it and just play it for because it's kind of a cool thing. He would have like 600 viewers. He got banned on Twitch this past week.
What?
For I think they said for copyright reasons when it's a legitimate like classic WoW video. It's not on a private server or anything like that.
But it's his
so-
own content too, so
right.
that doesn't make
exactly.
sense.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things with Twitch again. Speaking of bans and stuff, dude, I don't know if you guys heard this past week too.
I
There's
think I
been
know which
a
one
lot-
you're going to talk
There
about.
has been a lot of bans.
At
this
least the
week.
big one.
Yeah.
I don't
a
know
lot
her
of
name, but
DMCA stuff.
yeah.
A lot of stuff about people stealing emotes lately.
What?
whole
I didn't
bunch
hear
of
about
crap.
that
Yeah,
one.
I saw that. I saw that tweet. I don't know if you retweeted it, but I saw some.
Ammunition. Yeah.
Yeah, Annie.
Yep.
Wait, what
That's
happened?
what I'll,
Basically, someone literally straight up completely copied her Twitch emotes.
Is this person a
then-
Twitch partner?
Um,
or-
I
I
don't
doubt
think
it would get
so.
that-
I don't.
that
I
high.
think it was an affiliate, but either way, it has happened between Twitch partners though.
yeah.
And-
So, oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I don't mean to
No,
interrupt you.
no, you're good.
So basically, a lot of people will like, or younger streamers and just unknowing streamers, will go to kind of Fiverr to get, some cheap work done. And a lot of the Fiverr artists are kind of just like people
Scammies.
from overseas, and they're real scamas, and they'll just kind of yoink other people's emotes that they see like do offer free commissions and just recolor them and then hand them out.
Oh my god.
Dude,
That's bad. You can get in big trouble.
Really bad.
Yeah, and so the people buying them don't even know. Like it's
Yeah.
The guy who made my emote, or not my emote, my profile picture. And granted, it's just like a little thing. It's nothing like crazy. One of my buddies, Kenny, found someone stole my Twitch profile picture on their Discord. And
Really?
like he was using that as his profile picture. And I was like, dude, like I can't really do anything because it's a Twitch thing, but he uses it on his YouTube and everything. And
You
it's like
can
my
you can
fucking
file
picture.
copyright claims on YouTube if you really want to. On
Dude,
that,
it's a bitch to do it. Like
it is. I mean, I spent hours doing it for my whole situation, but yeah, I mean, YouTube does take care of it. I mean, if there's full proof and links and everything, they do take care of it. But yeah, it sucks, man.
Yeah, if you guys look at my Discord profile picture, I stole mine, but I don't think many people will know
It's fair use, right?
about it. Yeah,
Yeah, same here. Mine's actually Powerline from the Goofy movie. If you remember.
Pog champ.
Oh, yeah.
What a great film, dude.
Absolutely, the perfect cast, man. I'll never forget.
And Pacheco's is his dad, I'm pretty sure, right? That's your dad?
What?
Your Discord picture.
Oh yeah.
That's your dad?
Can I
pretty
explain
cool.
that?
Yeah, I had the question.
Okay.
I saw it change the other day, and I was like, "Who's that?"
So this is a Flopkiss story. I wish he was here to tell it, but Flopkiss used to work at Disneyland, and so he knew someone who was in charge of like driving the. No, he was the person that drove this private tour thing with the celebrities. Like, so if you were a celebrity or someone really rich, you wanted a very personalized experience at Disney World. He would drive you around, and like I don't know if he was the tour guy that was voiced over the comms or whatever. I'm telling him about your story. He's gonna yell at me later. But he was the guy who just drove the van from point to point, and he didn't know who most of these people were. So he was driving from one point to the other, and he saw a woman and her child like waiting, and the woman and the child or I guess a woman asked him, "Hey, can you take us to that point?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, no problem. We're actually going to that point." And oh god, he's in chat. He's gonna rail me later for butchering this. But he's like, yeah, we can get there. And taking up an entire row in this van bus thing, there was I guess it was a van. They was a big black dude, and he was just sitting in the middle, just angry. And Flopkiss was like, "Hey, by the way, can you scoot over? We're gonna try and get this woman and her son to the to the point." And all he did was just look at him. So he was looking at him, and he's like, "All right, well." So he got up, and there was a little space where Flopkiss could sit, and so he sat right next to him, and he goes, "And we're scooting, and we're scooting, and we're scooting," and this guy is just staring at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like he didn't say anything, but he was just staring at him, and he was just getting, he was just like really mad. He ended up not saying anything, but. He told that story, or I guess his colleagues got around, and then they got in trouble by Disney for doing that to guests, for sitting next to people and like trying to make room and go, "And we're scooting, and we're scooting." And in Flopkiss' Discord, like one of his mods has a picture of Ben Affleck who looks like he's hungover, and also I put my picture as Rev Run, and that was it. I fucked up the punchline. It ended up being Rev Run. And then they were like, "Do you know who that was, Flopkiss? Do you know who that was?" And they were like, he was like, "No, I don't know who that is." And they're like, "That was Reverend Run." And Flopkiss was like, "Well, I'm not really religious, so I don't know who that is."
I don't know who that is either. Who is that?
He was on that show Run's House back in the day on MTV. Run DMC.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
So
that is hilarious.
No, wait. So it actually was him. Like
it was him. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No way. That is crazy. Oh my god.
And we're scooting.
I hope I did you justice.
Oh my god.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why my picture is Rev Run. You look, it's like the most awkward picture of him too. He's just like
hey.
My profile picture, I just looked up Unusual Uncle, and it was the first picture that came up. But my Discord, like my channel where people talk to me, and that is an old friend of mine, and I miss him.
I don't.
I remember for the longest time, I thought that was you. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that flippy hair, dude.
Oh my god.
We'll tell you what it is exactly later, Sparky.
Oh man.
Right. Fair enough.
Like, can you not mute, but can you like disable your voice cam or your voice cam, your regular cam, so you can see it on the podcast?
No, it'll show my one with the orange head.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. How is that not you, dude? That's literally you. Dude, that is him, bro.
Yeah. Dude, that. Yeah,
how
that
did you
funny.
find that picture?
I just
Seriously.
looked up the word Unusual Uncle.
No shot. And you were there in your future self, dude. Just a little less hair, you know.
It was like that, or just like Uncle, or some random shit.
Oh my god. Oh Lord. I love it. Dude, I gotta go back in the VOD, or like maybe Nim's, by the way, Nim's gonna be editing some Triple Threat Trio stuff for me, so that'll be on the YouTube channel sometime this week, hopefully. But whatever you guys were making me laugh at the other day, I mean, I seriously was so... You stunned me so hard with laughter. I had to walk away from my setup. I don't remember what it was. And maybe Jaeger was tossing around some madre jokes, but I don't
I don't remember what it was either. Though,
it was something right around there. But
I do remember you dying.
Dude, I gotta go back and look, because I was like tears down the eyes and like had like in the fetal position, almost laughing so hard. Like you guys smoked me. I don't know what happened.
I thought that was
but...
where Sparky blasted me with the shotgun.
Oh yes,
that was part of it. That's right.
And I was like, you were down, like you ran around the corner. There's 3 of them just staring at you.
Dude was on the edge, bro. He's like, like, what's going on?
I was sitting there hugging. I'm like, Sparky, get over here. I'll push in with you. And I was like, I don't have any health, so I'm trying to heal up.
Oh,
and then Sparky just runs, runs right past me, like perpendicular to me, and just goes, the best flick I've seen in my life. He goes, boom! And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I think it was your reaction, because it was the best flick of all time too, and just smokes his teammate. I wish Team Kill was on, but oh my god!
I was like, Sparky is in there, and I was like, help Izzy, and then I threw the bubble down, and then he was helping Izzy up, and so he started doing the res, and the guy runs through the bubble. I down him, and then Sparky's like, there's another one, so he cancels the revive that was like an inch off of being done, and then. And then he starts to revive again, and then I get plowed by the 2 other teammates, I damage 1, and Izzy finally gets up. Izzy goes down again, and I'm just like, Sparky, shut up! And I'm making Sparky nervous, because I see him like kind of like not shaking, but he's flicking in the wrong places, and I'm like, Sparky, shut up!
That's right, because my point of view, because I'm just in the fetal position the whole time while this is going down. Oh my god, that's what it was. It was this, like, I saw the whole thing just crumble down to the ground, and then Jake was yelling, Sparky was whizzing. Oh my god, what a moment. Oh,
Sparky's like, I'm trying.
Yeah. Making them all nervous. Man hasn't played BR since Nom, dude. Oh my god.
And then Jagger yells at me, Sparky, you have the floor.
Yeah.
All right, this is what happened.
Do you know what you've done?
I can't believe you've done this.
Chat, it's way funnier if you see the clip from my point of view, trust me. Like, God, this Izzy guy is just off his rocker tonight, but no. Well, a little bit, but...
That was when my mic was like, I think my mic is still kind of fucked up, but in game it's like, Sparky, the floor is yours.
Basically.
That actually
Break it down. What happened?
Yeah, break it down.
I was like, break it down for real.
You know what would be a funny edit on that is like you know how the news thing and swap going over to this person, like they're in like the wind tunnel, like weatherman. It's like didn't Sparky Rex. All
right, we'll have this kid. I'll call Kenny up.
Oh my god! So you just rip my VOD, dude, and just clip it, throw it up on the tube. I might piss my pants if it's edited well, and if it's a Kenny edit, dude.
I'll get you the highlight from my point of view.
So my point of view is perfect too. It's like I just see this whole just chaotic mess just crumble to the ground in the bubble shield too. It was all sorts of bad. Man. Oh my god.
Yeah. So from what I've seen, that tanky guy that I was playing when I played Apex for a little bit. He doesn't seem to be very meta.
Gibraltar?
Yeah, the big guy that I was playing with. He throws down like a big bubble shield, like from Halo.
I think he's pretty good for end game, but I see a lot of people playing like legends that are very utility heavy. Like with the smokes and like people Bloodhound, he like hunts people down, or like the Lifeline character that I play. There's very utility heavy classes is kind of what is more meta. And I was
curious if his hitbox might be bigger too.
I think it is bigger, dude. Straight up.
Maybe it probably is, because when Jagger plays with us, sometimes I'll obscure places, and he'll go through them and he'll get stuck. And it's just like,
yeah, like that happened twice where I got teleported through and I got stuck. It was really annoying because there's no way out of it.
You're just thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, you know.
I just gotta be careful where I place my gigantic body.
I'm gonna give that game another go sometime. Maybe just play it like casually here and there because I enjoyed it. I just could never find a fucking gun.
I think they do that on purpose, dude. Straight up, because the melee does so much damage. Like. Like
really?
Yeah, like if sometimes we'll be extra toxic sometimes, and we'll see someone veer out from their team, and so like you can be like the guy that leads your team while you're flying. So we'll just go veer off and hunt that guy down. We'll just beat him to death with our fists. But yeah, the weapon stuff sometimes can be rough, but then other times it's just like, oh, we got shotguns, pump nerds, dude.
Yeah, there's so many guns in that game you gotta learn. Is there a lot of guns, or is
no? There's a ton, dude, and they're mostly Titanfall weapons.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think. There's like at least 3 in each category, and then there's 2 that are only in the crates. I think you can only get in the crates.
Yeah, I think the wingman needs to be dialed back a little bit.
That thing's busted.
It's definitely like a skill weapon.
It's satisfying, but
I don't think the wingman's like I don't think it's so bad as to like if you're not going to use it late game. You know what I'm saying? But like. At the beginning, when you first fall, it's like the best bang for your buck. Like you can be pumping people for 40 damage each shot, or you could get with like 26 shots, or you could get an SMG that'll shoot people for 11 damage each shot with the 26 shots.
I just think it's too good for range and does too much damage for how much ammo's in it right now. I don't know. And if you get the headhunter like attachment or whatever it's called, what's it called? It's not called headhunter, but you do more damage when you smoke people in the dome.
Skull piercer.
Skull pierce. Oh God,
what
John
said in the chat.
God, you
Thank
beautiful,
you.
beautiful man. Yeah,
John,
you get the skull piercer on that thing. It's doink doink doink, smoking fools. Doink, doink, doink. Yeah, dude.
And Sparky, I know it's like you said, this wingman's not like it's only good like early game. I like running that.
I run that late game,
Oh, do you really?
all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
That and the what you call it, the peacekeeper.
Yeah, if we're in like where the end circles are like in the cities or whatever, in the towns, oh my god, dude, you wreck so hard. Because most of the terrain's just like there's never like an even plane, like right. So there's like a lot of cover you can run towards and through the mountains and stuff. Unless it's like you get really fucked open field. That's like it all depends on RNG at that point if you want to keep rocking that setup. But if you're close range, oh dude, you don't accept no substitute.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't find myself getting. I don't know, maybe it's just because of all the blackout we've played Jagger, but I never get into long-range fights unless the circle is legitimately going against us. Like, we are always fighting close range, from what it seems. I'm always when medium close range.
I don't know. My medium long-range fights are definitely lackluster. I can't, like... I don't know. I can't, I guess...
The drop's weird, though. The drop's weird on some of those long shot or long bows and all that stuff.
Yeah, it drops really bad. It's almost like Kenny's like got it, Apex, but it's like that. It has that hardcore drop like in Fortnite.
That's probably why he's so good, dude. He's so used to the Fortnite, like what you call it, dropping all that stuff.
As far as the game mechanics go, like shooting and all that, not that it was evidently not the building, but it feels like a first-person Fortnite just with the shooting.
Yeah,
really weird. He said because you said you could run double pump. Like double peacekeeper, like shoot, switch, shoot, switch, shoot.
I was doing it a little bit. It's pretty busted.
I might have to pick that up then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm liking it though, man.
What do you think on this though, Jagger? I know Shroud was kind of talking about this. Shroud thinks that the healing and shielding takes like almost a little bit too long. He's like, just dial it back like 0.5, just like a little bit. But do you think that would change like the meta though? Because I figured out that you can slide down hills now and heal and like shield up at the same time. So you can like just fly down a hill, boom, throw a shield on, be good to go.
Well, it does feel like using like the Phoenix kit takes a little bit of time, right?
Yeah.
Like it feels like you're Phoenixing for 10 seconds or it's probably like 8.5 or something like that.
It is a long time.
It takes a while. It's like, man, I'm really like
risk for
many
reward.
Times than not. Yeah. Yes. Well, who was I playing with yesterday? Oh, I was playing Shroxy and Kenny. And I died, and they did a good job because they ended up winning the game. But one person would fight, the other person would heal up, and then they switch because that's what they had to do because they got caught in this weird rhythm of I'm going to shoot someone, and they weren't talking, so they weren't doing this on purpose. But one would talk, one would heal, and it'd be like a 10-second battle between each like interval, and then they switch, and then they switch again, and then they switch again. You couldn't really like, hey, I'm just going to heal up real fast. Like that wasn't a thing. Like it takes like 10 solid seconds to get a full heal off.
I think it would be good too, and I like how excuse me, I like how long or the longevity of the fights are right now. Like it really makes you kind of like, if you're fighting like a good team, you can tell because they're not gonna just like full on just headbutt fight all the time. Usually like people like headbutt right away and then back off if they get smoked, heal, kite back and stuff. Imagine if you had heals faster and shields faster, the fights would be even longer, and then that just attracts more people. So I think that the potential in this game for big team fights is just why it makes it so much fun. You know what I mean? Like if you're fighting what's that big ravine that we always drop? What's that place that we drop, Jagger? Is that it?
I think so. Where it's like half desert, half
yeah, it's half. Yeah, when we were dropping there, dude, and we would fight a team on the hill, we would almost always get ganked from another angle almost every single time. But that kind of made you like pick and choose your fights though. Pretty fun.
Yeah, you couldn't like take on the world at that point. It's like it makes you really think because me and Stroxy and well, it was Juan. Me, Stroxy, and Juan got caught up, and I was like, fine. I was like, fuck it, let's get out of here, let them fight, get out, and then we just like started running up to, and then that was it.
Right, and that's coming from you and me, dude. Like, you know, we're all hot drop frags.
Yeah.
It's like a dick measuring contest at Cascade. Like we gotta battle it out, dude.
Yeah, dude. We don't lose there, so I mean, we kind of have to fight it out there. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, there's definitely some moments though where I'm healing a bit, like with the Phoenix kit, and like I'm like 9 seconds into, and some dude opened the door, is about to pump into me. I'm like, I'm just gonna stick it. I mean, I'm already here for 9 seconds. So.
right?
And every now and then I'll get it off, and I'll be at full health and just pump them back. But sometimes you just go down and like, whatever.
Nah, I think it would be a good. I mean, maybe dial it back a little bit, but I mean, I don't know. I'm no game developer. I haven't played the game for more than 2 weeks. I don't know how like the meta's gonna do and stuff like that, but we'll see. I'm sure they're gonna have some sort of a patch coming out soon. Maybe dialing some stuff back, patching up some weapons. Who knows?
Yeah, they need to. How is Respawn as far as nerfs is concerned? Because everyone has like their own nerfing policy, right?
I don't know,
Like,
man.
when people like Blizzard, for example, when they introduce stuff in StarCraft, they want it to be like overpowered, or they don't want it to be, but they want it to be really good versus really bad. So like if it needs to be like dialed back, they just dial it back little by little. But do you think Respawn, like since they're not as experienced as Treyarch or Blizzard, they're just gonna like do something dumb, or
the dual models? Remember those things pre-patch in Modern Warfare 2? They were snipers.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. That took a little bit though, honestly, for that patch to hit. That took a little bit.
I don't really remember it in its prime. I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, but I remember my friends just smoking people, like literally across, like on Afghan, like by the plane. They'd be up on the cliff, just just smoking people. I'm like, what the heck are these things? Are these snipers?
Those things were so stupid. It was actually insane.
Good times, man.
I remember that map that the plane. I forgot it was a desert map where you had the plane crash and there was
Afghan.
a bunker right next to Afghan. Yeah,
The one I just said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know what it was called. But I remember like I would just run through, and then people would be like peeking that bunker, and then you could just like precise snipe and just boom, 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 boom,
and they were
would just
so
fall.
fast too. It was just like, what is this?
Yeah. Good times, man.
Oh, Call of Duty. Man, dude, that dang, Apex just buried COD like in the ground, dude. Like BR wise it did. But holy smokes, dude. Like think about that. Like they were on a good patch, like a really good patch, and we were starting to play it a little bit more, and then Apex Legends, poof, just John Cena'd that, dude.
Hey, don't worry, dude. In November, we're gonna have Blackout 2, Electric Boogaloo, and bring it all back. I'm excited.
Can't wait. I wonder. I honestly wonder what's gonna happen. I mean, now, COD's gonna have a battle royale coming out every single year.
Yeah,
If they stick to the formula, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. We'll see.
Honestly, looking back on it, because Blackout's gonna, it's gonna die for PC. Console, I'm sure it's still going somewhat strong.
Oh, it's probably.
Do you think they're gonna do one every single year? Because
I don't
we're
know,
in
man.
February and Call of Duty Blackout's dead.
Who knows, man? Unless there's some substantial updates coming through. I don't know, dude. It's hard to say. It really is. And let's just put it in this perspective. I know not everyone's into Battlefield, but Battlefield hasn't dropped their BR yet. You know what I mean?
It's coming out next month, right?
Yeah, it should be first quarter from my knowledge, so that'll be interesting.
Oof. Yeah, do you think they're like taking too long to release it?
Battlefield? Yeah.
Yeah, because that game's like coming
now
out.
they're
I still like the game. I played the game not too long ago. I personally enjoy it. I personally would play the crap out of a Battlefield BR. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is.
Yeah, because it seems like that's way too long. It's like with Visage coming out in March because that beta came out of alpha or whatever you call it. It's like, dude, like I'm excited for your game, but you got to release it for me to play it. You know,
don't build the hype. Like 5 months before.
Yeah,
it's just kind of especially with BRs. BRs thrive off hype. You know.
Sorry. Do you guys think? Okay, so you know how at TwitchCon they've always done the H1 event with all the streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think
I was actually thinking about this.
Do you think it'll be overtaken by a different game
100%
this year? Like if not Fortnite,
it'll probably be Fortnite again.
Okay.
Even though
it'll be Fortnite and Apex.
They could have both. Who knows, dude?
Is good, like the next coming months.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that H1Z1 tournament, and how like it was the last game that I can think of where it seemed like a lot of those streamers who went up there probably got paid for it, whatever, to play the game on that tournament floor, and how there's definitely going to be more of that, more of these like PAX Easts and whatnot, TwitchCon, all that good stuff. So that'll be cool.
Dude, I just remember the last TwitchCon, or this past TwitchCon I went to. There's just a whole building and section devoted to Fortnite, which I thought was
crazy though.
Like, it kept like the different age demographics very well separated, but like it's just insane to me. Like I didn't even go into that part, so I don't even know what they had. Like I saw a massive building all dedicated to Fortnite. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be over here doing my networking, talking to like indie developers and stuff, and then I know it's over there.
We know. We see it. Yeah. I think I went to the first H1Z1 Invitational. Yeah, I'm OG like that. But yeah, I mean, that was back when H1 was actually good. It was when it was actually Z1, which is coming back. But who knows at this point in the BR, in their BR run. But I don't know, man. I miss H1. They're bringing it back. They got all the scummy people out of the picture, supposedly. I don't know what went behind the scenes, money-wise and whatnot, but I don't know. I miss H1. I'd still give it a try if they revert back to like their old school stuff, but
oh, dude, Summit's in the pit.
Dude, Summit's in the pit, man. Classic memes, dude.
We're playing the other day. We're playing Apex. Jagger's in here.
I know.
I was like, I don't know if I could be here anymore.
Wait, what is that?
Whenever we made a reference during
I was
Apex,
like,
we're dropping the pit, and we're like, yeah, Summit's in the pit. And you're like, wait, what?
Hurt me. Cut me deep, Jagger. Cut me deep.
I never watched H1Z1. I got into H1 when the game was dead.
It's tough.
I remember watching Summit play. That was like one of those games, though. I think I was playing PUBG. I was like, this looks like... I wasn't into BR. I was like, this looks too intimidating.
H1 was hard, dude.
It was more than 100 people, right? I was like,
180 people.
Good lord.
I just remember that in its prime. This is before Ninja got his fame. This is kind of when he was retiring from Halo. He was still competing in Halo actually for a little bit, and then he would play after Halo scrims. He'd play H1Z1, and he got like those 30 kill games in H1. That was just like, whoa, crazy.
Yeah.
That was a time, dude. That was a good time on Twitch. I don't think many people really remember that, but
I do like the H1 meta in Twitch. The H1 Twitch meta. Those were definitely good memes back then.
Heck yeah.
Speaking of Ninja, though, have you guys? I mean, I don't know much. I'll talk about other bigger streamers on this on here.
We talk about him every week. It's hard not to.
Okay. I mean, have you seen his numbers lately?
Yeah, dude, he's holding up, man, for sure. He's gone up a lot. Like switching when he plays Apex, he actually gets good numbers.
He gets more numbers than Fortnite.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
good.
you can tell he's enjoying the game, though. I mean, it speaks for itself. I don't think he hates Fortnite, but Jaeger, I mean, for Jaeger was even saying that, Fortnite's meta is in a terrible spot. I've been hearing that from a lot of frequent Fortnite players as well. It's just, the game's not fun. The game's just in a bad state. I don't know. It's hard to really take, like, professional Fortnite seriously because it's not, I don't know. It is a thing, but it's like not a thing kind of thing, you know?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Okay.
With that said, though, professional Fortnite is so fucking impressive to watch.
Oh,
like,
it is wild. They're
like,
insane.
I love it.
They want to. I mean, it is what's stupid with the planes and stuff, but like when it's like the circle is like this big, literally this big, and everyone's just stacked all the way up to the skybox, and everyone's just like doing these like edit builds and everything like that. It is so fucking cool to watch. I remember I was watching you guys pointed out like, oh, there's a Fortnite tournament going on, and like it was literally that, like there's a circle that was so small that everyone was stacked on top of each other, and I never saw that before, and I was like, oh my god, what am I watching? This
There's like 75 people left, and they're all in a circle, and everyone is trying to get the high ground, and the circle's still shrinking. People are meting in the zone and stuff. Like,
you have like your little like subculture groups like inside like this gigantic tower.
Yep.
Like you have this group over here, they're sitting by a campfire trying to fully heal, and you have this team battling this team with edit builds and stuff like that.
Oh,
that's cool to watch, but you don't
It's
get
wild.
that in like in pub Fortnite.
Nope.
You get the
not unless you do like, how do they do that? They do like the scrims in Fortnite, right? How do they
like pop-up cups or whatever?
Not those, but like I know like Tfue, because he's like the Fortnite guy. He does like the Tfue scrims, and he'll like I don't know if everyone like queues up at the same exact time, and then they all loot up and wait till the end or something. I don't know how like the scrims work officially, but yeah, those are crazy to watch too. Like they get a lobby like that. It's crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. I like watching that late at night, actually. I like watching like the high end Fortnite stuff because it's really satisfying stuff. I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that shit. I wish I got into it when it was like just starting out.
I mean,
school.
It's all just muscle memory, really. I mean, I could, but it's just like, do I really want to spend 500 hours into editing?
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much what it comes down to. It's just repetition, hours, and just muscle memory at that point. All the editing.
I think for that, because I know, like, I don't think Twitch viewers would want to watch someone like I don't know. Like I watched this dude, like we played this guy, or we didn't play with him, but we always played against him. His name was Void, and he played Blackout too.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy that got E-Res to bitch at him, but he plays Fortnite now. He's made the switch to Fortnite. And he like, as far as his numbers are concerned, like he used to get like 35 on Blackout, and he switched to like 7 now on Fortnite, which is a big drop off. So it's like, do you really want to go into that ego of learning this game that like it's a good game? It was one of the top games on Twitch, but like, if hardly anyone's going to watch you just because your audience isn't into that, then it's kind of like you got to balance it out. Like,
no, I'm right there with you, man. It's hard to, like I said, it's hard to not play Apex right now. You know what I mean? And the genre is very saturated, but at the same time, it's weird because it's one of those games. Because Ryan put up a great point as well. It's one of those games where it's very easy to watch. Whether it's like a really competitive type of streamer and they're like trying to frag out and win every single game, or if it's just people memeing around, like it's really easy to watch. So people can kind of understand it, even if they don't necessarily play the game quite often. So even though it is saturated, I think everyone can kind of relate. Everyone's playing it right now, like Jagger was saying. So everyone can kind of relate a little bit to it, and that's why it's, I don't know, something that isn't necessarily a hit. And, you know, I try not to focus on numbers too much, but it's hard not to sometimes, especially if, you know, like you said, your dude mainly played one game, and then just like you make one switch to main another game. It's like, oh man, you know, good luck to you, but that's like a whole different community you're dealing with completely.
It's so saturated, right? Like,
Right.
Well, that's another thing I always like to talk about is with a lot of games like that, people it goes back to that thing. What are the things that will really make your stream flourish, and what will make it really become something outstanding, or like see a lot of success out of it? You got to be a top end player in the game. You have to either be a top end player in the game, very entertaining and funny, interactive with your chat, and super community based, that you like bring subs in every game or something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And um like that just goes back to there's certain, if you're looking to get that next step of like really big success, it's, I don't know, I feel like you definitely need to choose one of those paths and stick with it, or dabble in two of them at the same time even.
Right. I feel as if I don't know. This is just my opinion. You guys can, you know, jump in here as well, but I think a lot of like the game choices too is like what your community really likes to watch too, you know what I mean? Not necessarily what you want to play all the time, but something that your community wants to watch. Like for my instance, sorry. People really like watching me play variety games for some reason. So I try to stay in that mix as much as I can. I know I've been kind of, you know, maining one game this week, but for me personally, my community likes watching different games, and then, you know, obviously diving into some newer games and stuff like that. But just switching it up seems to work for my community. It could be different for others. Whereas if, you know, someone has followed the stream when you were maining Blackout or something like that, and they're only there for you when it comes to Blackout and stuff. So I don't know. I could be just pulling shiz out, but from my experience, that's what's worked for me.
No, I feel it. I feel my community. I don't know if they're all just trolls or everyone just hates me, you know. But it seems like whenever I do a lot of, they'll just be like say I'll play WoW, they'll put like W Omega Lol W, you know, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, you know. Or I'll play Fortnite, F Omega Lol Fortnite, you know, Fortnite. I'm like, bro, all y'all do is Omega Lol everything. I was like, y'all literally just Omega Lol everything I've played. Y'all don't offer me any suggestions. I was like, I don't know what y'all want from me. I'm just gonna play what I want.
That's why you can play Apex. There's no O.
Yeah, they'll find a way, dude. They'll do it.
they'll figure it out.
I've seen it. But I just ended up just kind of doing what I want, and then, like I know it's really important to stress numbers, especially streaming. But at the same time, if that's kind of all you think about and all you see all the time, you're kind of like I don't know, you overthink it too much. And
stresses you out, man.
I hide my viewer count.
I do too.
So do I.
I don't show it. Yeah,
that's what I like.
The one thing with the viewer count that I think is important, don't have it live while you're streaming, but say you played a new game that day or something like that, and it's like a game that you could play again sometime potentially. Take a look at it, see what your view count was throughout the stream, see where you increased, see where you dropped down. Take that with like whatever you feel. Maybe there was a point where you had 20 viewers and then suddenly you lost 5 viewers.
Yeah.
You go back in your stream, see what happened at that time. Maybe you went up to go get something to eat for 20 minutes, or maybe you raged at the game or something like that. You know, like it's I think that's better when it comes to numbers. I think that's your best bet. I think it's safer that way. You're not as stressed about it. You get to kind of learn about your stream and yourself a little more.
And at the same time, I mean, I'll see a lot of people that'll play games kind of just purely just for numbers' sake, and I'm like, like, I mean, I understand it. I get the purpose, but at the same time, I'm like, like if I were to switch to like, say, I knew I got like, okay, here a perfect example. I was playing marbles on stream. It's like a game that the chat can play, and I was at least like almost tripling my normal view count. You know, I was up there, and I mean, it's fun. Like, it's fun. My chat gets to play. The chat's active and stuff. But I'm just sitting there like so mundane. Like, I want to blow my brains out in a TOS safe way, you know. But I'm just like, dude, this is the most boringest stuff ever. Like, I'm literally just watching RNG. I'm watching marbles roll down a hill, and then if this is what gets views, I don't really feel like doing this.
Right, exactly. That's what I did when I was playing Diablo 3. I was playing.
Oh, you wanted to blow your brains out, dude.
Literally like 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours every day of it, grinding the shit out of it. And towards the end, it definitely burnt me out a lot. But like, I still watch people play the game. I don't like the devs of the game right now for obvious reasons, but like, I'll watch people play it and I'll sometimes be like, dang, I should have stuck with it, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the guys who I played with and that I like, we hosted each other back and forth, they have like 200 viewers right now, and I'm like, fuck me, that's a missed opportunity. But at the same time, what kind of stress would I have to go through just to keep that viewer count playing this freaking
a game that doesn't have any content anymore, realistically? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So you got to pick your fights in that. You got to decide what's best for you. You know, it sucks.
Right.
It's like streaming on Twitch. Like, obviously, people meme that it's a job or whatever, but sometimes it could really feel like it in a negative way, and that felt like a negative way for me for a while. Because I had like, I'd have 40 viewers and I'd be like, oh my god, I can't stop. Like, I shouldn't stop because look at this gain right now.
Yeah, the big mental game, man. A lot of people don't realize that until they try it out for themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it definitely does. Like, it does definitely feel like a job, more than a job sometimes. But yeah, you don't want to like drive yourself crazy at the same time, because you want to do what makes the viewers happy, but at the same time, you got to do what makes you help provide like a quality stream. You know.
Exactly.
I could play Overwatch and Blackout, or I could just keep my sanity for a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, or I could enjoy myself and, you know, play with my boys in some Apex.
Heck yeah. I mean, even numbers can correlate too if the streamer is having the time of their life, you know? I mean, it shows. If someone's all giddy and having a great time and laughing, and, you know, people are gravitated towards that, you know, that positive, good energy, good vibes and all that stuff. People are going to want to watch that. They're not going to want to watch someone not necessarily forcing themselves to play a game. I mean, they could still enjoy the game, but kind of like dictating their enjoyment on a game that they you know, get good numbers on and stuff like that, you know.
With it. Like, sometimes the best thing you can do is just play a single player game and just relax.
Dude, you hit, I mean, I know not to point out numbers, but Jay, you were that Resident Evil stream, that was one of the greatest streams I've ever watched, straight up. That was hilarious. It was fantastic. Good game choice. And then just the memes, and it's good stuff, man.
That was just something so chat can get involved with, like the voice lines and all that, and like it was almost like a game to try and plan it out for like a really good clip.
Yep.
Like, that was fun. If only my bot wasn't a literal bot.
Right.
But no, it's like it's nice. BR grinding, dude. BR grinding. As someone who's done it for the past like 6 months, I can't imagine.
You've been doing it longer, I think, dude.
Oh, dude, it's like,
I don't know how you did it some days straight up. I'm like, God, how's he doing it every day?
Yeah, I meant to ask you, Checo, and even you guys, have you guys, like, say you do have a main game that you think you guys are gonna hang with, like Apex or whatever? Do you guys have you guys considered doing like single player Saturdays or anything like?
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I want to get back into just my variety again. Yeah, like games. I mean, I kind of stopped playing Kingdom Hearts. I still want to finish it, obviously, but just, you know, Division 2 stuff came out. had to get on some of that. And then Apex came out of nowhere. I would have finished Kingdom Hearts like this week easily, but yeah, that game came out of nowhere. Everyone's gonna be asking about it and like, oh, new BR's out. Have you tried it yet? What do you think about it? You know, that type of stuff. Yeah. So it's like it's almost like a cardinal sin of streaming to not, you know, try out a new game a little bit. That's this hype. But yeah, I mean, you know how I roll. I just kind of play for the most part whatever I want, but just, you know, variety, playing things I haven't got the experience, all that stuff. So yeah, I know you mentioned, Ryan, that you were thinking about doing like the single player Saturdays or just one time a week, you know, doing like a whole long stream of some sort of single player game, which isn't a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I just think it's important for a lot of people to kind of like relax, play a game that you actually are interested in, and you can just drop that in on the weekend or something. But then again, when I think about that too, I don't know if you guys have ever looked at your like your statistics for like highest view counts and stuff like that, but for me, generally Saturday afternoon / nights is when there are more viewers.
It kills me, Ryan, because I work all weekend usually.
Yeah,
it kills me.
So like that's why I think it's like it wouldn't hurt to do it on a weekday or something like that. If I would suggest that to anybody, like if you want to correlate that one day a week of single player game, the weekends are generally the time when I think most people are on Twitch. Most people are around and have free time. So
yeah, but Sparky, like when you do your streams, like I've watched you a lot. Don't get me wrong, but like, what do you do? Like, as far as like, what's your weekly thing? Do you kind of just play whatever you want, or do you have like a certain thing set out?
So generally, like I'll get like a game I'm playing for like the week or so, and like I'll kind of so like I was playing Siege. Siege was kind of new for me. It was new flavors. So I was actually enjoying it a lot, and I could feel myself enjoying it. So I had a lot of good energy, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll just kind of play Siege. Like I can play this for hours on end. I can do long streams all this week, and then if it's starting to get stale to me, so like I use Keymailer and like Woovit and other sites to get a bunch of like access to a bunch of like kind of indie games and stuff, and like I'll save the keys up over time. And then so if a game starts getting stale to me, like say Siege was getting stale, at the end of the week on Saturday, I'd pretty much steal from Soda Poppin's like idea of streaming a shit show Saturday. Where he'll kind of just put all the games in a marbles thing and let the marbles roll and whatever lands. Like, all right, let's try this game, whatever. Like, and it'll be called something like it'll be like a Russian title, and like I can't even pronounce the name. And I'm like, okay, we'll even see if this game even starts, you know. And then sometimes they don't, dude. There's the big old piles of trash there out there.
Oh,
but,
that's really cool.
And then sometimes you'll find some hidden gems that will play for a little bit. But and then a new game will come out, or we'll just go hit back to the old stuff. Single players for me, me as a person, I've actually really never enjoyed a single player game. I'm just kind of like I feel like it's just kind of like watching grass grow, or I feel like I compare it to like watching commercials. Like I kind of know what's gonna happen. Like they're gonna try and sell me a product. I'm just kind of like, I know it's coming. So it's never entertained my own self, but I definitely see how people do get into it. When I first started streaming a long time ago, back when I was in college there at Texas State, I streamed a lot of Skyrim, and I would get big views back then. People love to watch me play Skyrim. I'm like, this is the same game I'm playing every time, over and over and over. I was like, how do you watch it multiple times?
And people just want to see others experience it for the first time, dude. That's why I love variety streaming, because like, yes, like the viewer count may not peak every time you pick out a new game, but for those people that are, you know, more hardcore fans for that particular game, you might, you know, get a regular viewer just out of playing different games, and that's the beauty of switching it up.
I think that's where a lot of my viewer base too. They're kind of all just kind of from everywhere. Like some will come back from like my way long ago Skyrim days. I'm like, hey Sparky, how's it going? I'm like, oh shit, what's up, dude? You know, yeah. It's been like 6 years since we met, you know. But and then some will come from like I'll play maybe some Kingdom Hearts like you are, or shit, I can't even think of some single player games I've been playing in a while. But Dark Souls. I have some viewers that come from my Dark Souls days, and they'll stop in and they'll say, hey, what's up, Sparky? And like, I mean, they may not stay over a lot and hang out, but they definitely come back though, and they always will. At least
yeah. And I think that's I've seen a lot of people talk about like how playing Fallout 3 and streaming that as their main game, or Fallout New Vegas, or any game like that. I think RPG games that have enough replayability, like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, all those games, I think there's been a lot of people who have made their streaming careers off of games like that.
Dark Souls
I mean,
especially, dude.
I know, like tons of people who have, and I think it's a smart play for sure. And I've considered doing like new game plus 99 runs of Bloodborne or Dark Souls or something like that just for streaming purposes, but then I always go back to that, like, will I want to blow my brains out in game, of course.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
After a while, you know. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, like seriously though, like it's so weird. Twitch has so many avenues. There's no answer to anything. Like you're never gonna know the real answer to being successful, and also who really names what success is
Yeah, every
themselves.
every version of success is different for some person. You know, it could be having one person in chat that talks to you all day long, which bless their souls, because those people are out there every single day. Or I mean, there could be, you know, getting your first subscriber. You know, that could be success too, or getting hosted by your favorite streamer one time. You know, just whatever you label it as. You know, that can be success to someone else as well. Or couldn't, you know? Yeah, I'm right there with you, Ryan. 100%.
Oh, the balance. It's always the hardest thing to do, right?
Yeah. There's definitely different measures of success though. Like I remember back in the day I was like, "Oh my god," like when I first started streaming, I hit X amount of viewers, and then all of a sudden it becomes like I was like, "Oh wow, my people were talking to me throughout my entire 6-hour stream, like I was talking to people." And then it becomes like, "Holy shit, we hit like 2 subscribers." Like I didn't even think like this would ever happen, you know? And then
Right?
you get I mean, you get your first donation, you're like, "Oh, holy shit." Like even though it's only $1, hands you a street, it's nothing. But dude on the internet gives you $1, this is new game. New game, dude. I'm like, holy
Right?
fuck, this is brand new. This is mine.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
This past 18
100%
months of
get
me playing
that.
by myself.
Yeah.
That dollar
Those six-
made up for it.
That dollar.
That's it.
That's
Those
awesome.
6 months I was streaming Skyrim, talking to 8 hours a day by myself, being absolutely insane. My mom would come here and be like, "Who you talking to?" You know? It's worth it now.
Oh, dude, that's good stuff right there. No, dude, I mean, I totally feel you on that, Spark. Like I mean, I started doing this shiz. Like, yeah, I knew like you could make a living and stuff like that if you were a top tier guy back in the day. This is like 2011, like prime Nate Shot days, because that's my boy right there. It's who I would watch. I would watch him and like Optic Predator do the snipers going ham and game battles matches. Only OGs remember that. They would do like sniper only game battles matches basically. But anyways, I basically I found out that you could stream and like get montage clip or record montage clips at the same time. So that's kind of how I got into it. I would have never thought I'd be able to do this as a part-time job, or like, are you kidding me? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but now it's a little bit more skewed these days. A lot of people are into it for the wrong reasons, obviously, but you know, to each their own, I guess. I'm not gonna knock on someone's hustle, but yeah, it's just kind of crazy how, you know, things change over time with all that. It's like, wow, I'm just playing video games and all that. And then you start kind of building up a community, and it's like, oh man, these guys are like my homies. They show up every day.
Yeah.
They're supporting, you know, donating, whatever, talking to everyone. It's a surreal feeling, man. It really is.
And it definitely becomes personal, like over the not
Oh,
personal, but
100.
like
No, it definitely
but you get to
definitely
know
can.
I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you get to know these people, and they're like, "Holy shit, that's a real person." Like,
Dude, when I went to
It's
PAX
insane.
East, I met a viewer for the first time that found my stream, and we never met, and he happened to be at the convention, said what's up, talked a little bit. It was really cool. Like where else are you going to experience something like that, you know? It's crazy.
I met well, my friend who did all my graphics design work, he he found my Twitch stream when I first started streaming ever. I was playing like GTA 5 or something when I first came
Really?
out.
That's
And,
awesome.
I met him on Instagram because I was like, I just made some stupid hashtags or something like that, and he's like, "Yo, you mind if I join or something?" I was like, "Sure." And then now we've been friends for like 6 years, and he
That's
literally lives like
wild.
an hour away from me. So
That's
it's just
nuts.
crazy. And I'm gonna meet him in person at some point.
That's
in the
pretty
next couple
cool.
weeks. So
That's
it's
what's
just
up.
crazy how like people can just show up and you're just like, what the heck?
Yeah, some of my friends from back when I played original WoW, like vanilla in the 40-man raids, like I was like 9, 10 years old. I'd made friends in my guild then, and then even some of them popped up my stream, and I actually met one for the first time that at last year's TwitchCon. And I was like, oh wow, like this guy's known me since I was 11. Like another one of the same group of friends like has a kid that is now as old as I was when they met me, and I'm like, that's insane. Like,
Wow.
absolutely.
Dude, you know what? You want to hear a crazy one? So okay, don't cook me too hard, all right? I was a poor young lad, poor 13-year-old lad. I could only afford Call of Duty on the Wii, so I was an absolute gamer on the Wii, dude. I played with the nunchuck and everything, dude. Straight legend.
I tried to
Pumping
play that,
nerds.
but, my arm would get tired.
Jaeger, I'm 10th prestige on Call of Duty World at War on the Wii. I was an absolute banger of a gamer. But anyways, just a little backstory there. Playing on the Wii. So I gotta kind of lay the foundation here for people. Playing on the Wii, you had to add people using a friend code. So the only way to do this was you had to go on these forums, and just like random forums where people post their friend codes. So you would have to post yours, and they would have to post theirs, and you would have to add each other for these ridiculously long friend codes. It was the stupidest system I've ever.
Like that.
It's still like that. That's so stupid. Stupidest system ever. And I met this guy on the friends code or on the friend code forums thing. We ended up making a clan together, yada yada yada. And then we go to like the next Call of Duty. So World at War days were over. We go to the next Call of Duty, which is Black Ops 1 at the time. And he was in this clan, and he's like, "You should join this clan I'm in right now. We do like sniping game battles, shiz like that, whatever." All on the Wii. And I joined that clan. I end up meeting Justin. I'm sure some of you guys know who Justin is, but I've known him for like 8 years now through my friend that I met on a forums through a clan that he made me join, and now we've been homies since then. Crazy. Through a little forums list. It's like, what? How does that even happen? Like, you know what I mean? It's insane, dude.
Like, even the y'all guys know that I was previously just living up in Michigan with some friends I had actually met through Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Even I met through them by 2016. I went to TwitchCon by myself. Like, I had an extra vehicle. I was fortunate enough to somehow acquire two, and so I sold one and had money to just go to California. I was like, well, fuck, I'll go to TwitchCon by myself. And then I went out there, didn't know anyone. I made a group of friends. They ended up being mods in like a bigger streamers channel. They introduced me to that community, and then through them, I met another mod that was a streamer, and we ended up being really good friends. I made friends with his friends, and he bought a house, and we moved together where I lived for like
wild
for like a little over half a year. And I was like moving in with people I met on the internet, all because of some random dude came into my stream and just like said hi to me. You know, like absolutely wild.
That's crazy, man. That's a definite experience. Can you imagine that, telling your kids that? Like,
Yeah.
me and my friends played video games together. We streamed online, then we moved into a house together, and we lived there for a little bit. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's wild.
You have kids growing up in this day and age. They're like, I want to be a rock star. I don't want to be a fireman. No, they're saying I want to be like a YouTuber. I want to be a streamer.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Never would imagine.
You can make a living from your computer / phone these days, and it's very hard to explain to that previous generation that that's a thing. And dude, I know I've told my story a billion times on stream. I'm not going to tell it again, but like with my parents personally, they just couldn't wrap their head around it at all. And now it's completely come full circle. Like my mom does like the keto stuff now, and like she has sponsors and stuff hitting her up to like post stuff, and like we get free stuff all the time from like these companies, and they just send us stuff for days. and now my sister is doing like sales for this through this company she met on Instagram, and she's like making money through that now. It's just crazy how it all comes full circle. Just like, I've been doing this for like 6 years. I've been telling you people this, and you're like, no, you need to do something else. You need to get another job or whatever. And now everyone's doing the same stuff I've been doing all along. It's like, well, look, if you need help, I got you. All right. You talking to the guy that's been doing it. All right. But yeah, isn't it crazy though? It's just like people don't understand it until they fully get a grasp of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a weird thing to grasp and understand. Internet culture as its whole, and then even then, Twitch is its own kind of subculture within that. So it's a lot to take on for someone that has no idea even what live streaming is. Like anytime someone asks what Twitch is, I kind of just explain it's kind of YouTube but live. Like, you know, like what? Like, yeah, you can talk and.
I just call it broadcasting. The way I explain it to people are like, I run my own show. I broadcast and run my own show and entertain people. I guess it's the easiest way of explaining it to people. It's like your own TV show, I guess, but you're live. I don't know. Is this funny?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, my dad didn't. Until and I'm not to boast on numbers here, but I had an insane stream one time. I was trying to like, you know, raise money to, you know, get like another PC or something for the stream. And I had a crazy night, just like $1,400 of donations, just wild. Jeez. And I couldn't help it because like my dad's like hardworking, you know, farmer dude, works his ass off. Wonder where I get it from. I work 70-hour weeks, some weeks still. So yeah, I mean, I had to just show him. I'm like, this is real. Like, this is real. I need, like, look what's happening. Kind of had to just physically show him the numbers, because that's the only way he would really, like, fully get a grasp of it, you know? And it's like, it's papers right there, you know? Proof's in the pudding. But, you know, just getting recognition from my dad is, like, the greatest feeling ever. Nothing will ever compare to that. No, it sounds silly, but it was just, like, all that hard work just paid off in that moment. It's, the sweet satisfaction was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Because numbers won't lie. Like, you can be like, "Hey, Dad, I mean, you look at this, but numbers right there."
Mm-hmm.
It is fulfilling, though, in a sense. I don't know if that's the right word, but
no, perfect word. I almost like cried on stream because I was so happy, because it's just like when you just do that for years, you're so passionate about something, and I mean, you obviously love doing it. I mean, you know, your parents want the best for you and everything, but it's like times have changed, man. You know, not everything's all old school, and you know, just like, yeah, hard work will get you places and stuff like that, but you can do a lot more from your computer these days than meets the eye. You can do everything.
I agree, man. Well, Stroxy, you've been going 2 hours. Are you feeling it yet? Or not Stroxy? Sparky. Sorry.
All right, thanks for tuning into the podcast, guys. I gotta go.
I gotta grab a fruit
Stroxy
roll.
Rex, welcome to the podcast.
Whoa. No, I mean,
your names are too similar to Sparky.
I've known. Oh my god.
Hey, let me preface this. I've known him longer than anyone. Okay.
I'll see you on the river March 8th.
Jesus Christ.
We'll settle this.
Not even in the river. That's for sure.
Not even.
Oh my god.
Nothing. No, I mean, it's all good. It just kind of seems like I'm hanging out and bullshitting with my boys. So.
Hey, that's what it's all about, though. Mm-hmm. Shooting the shiz, talking some video games, talking a little bit of real. We get a little real on here, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Here a second ago, I had to box her out, and then she was FaceTiming with my sisters, and so she ended up telling them that I'm on a podcast right now, and they're actually watching right now too.
Oh, so. shout out to the Sparky Rex familia. Appreciate that.
That's what's up.
That's dope, though.
I felt awkward for all the mom jokes said the other night.
I'll bring her in here. You can talk to her.
Yeah, we can get her on the podcast right now.
That's okay.
Straight content.
Dude, did you guys hear about Sparky's mom?
I had her on my stream the other day. She was talking to, because I was playing with one of my good friends, Peach.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
she's a female gamer, you know. But anyway, I had her. Yeah, I had her talking to her, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have 5 kids, and like I'm gonna make her an American." And my mom was like, "Yeah, I can't wait for you to have my grandbaby." Like talking to this random girl.
Oh my god.
That's Sean.
And the girl's like flustered, like she don't know what to do.
That's hilarious, dude. My mom would do the same thing, dude, just to
100%.
embarrass me. Oh my god.
Mama Rex is a great part of these streams. That's a lot of times
we love the support of mamas out there.
Back and chat would just go, Mama Rex.
you know what's funny? My dad's name's Colonel. Like his name's actually Colonel.
That's badass.
So yeah,
that is pretty dope.
Yeah, he's the goat. But when he comes in or like he's on the camera, chat does the Dat Chevy emote with a 7, and they salute him. Yep, it's pretty funny. Hilarious stuff.
It's like when my brother comes in, Casey. Everyone types Brum types K-Cone 7, and it cracks me up.
I do notice that. It's like a party when Casey gets in your chat, and it's hilarious every time.
It's like at Snatch K-Cone 7.
I love it, dude. Just like saluting. Hey, dude. Hey, brother.
Casey's like, I'm not like that, dude. And, brother keeps doing it. So funny.
My god, that's good stuff, dude. See, the one thing that's hard to explain, like, I mean, a lot of my buddies that aren't like too knowledgeable in the Twitch culture, like I have to kind of explain to them like how the Twitch culture kind of is, like with Pog and what Poggers means. Why are people typing Kappa? What is just like these random emotes that they have no idea about. What's Monka Dub? What is that, dude? Why are all these Pepe frogs showing up in the chat? It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's like a whole, like the internet itself is a whole its own culture, like just memes. But then Twitch is like its own subculture that is just even more
its
defined.
own thing.
It's
like
yeah. And then you got the people that all say like Pog and stuff in real life, and you're like, huh?
Dude, I'm pretty bad with it now. I'm pretty bad.
I mean, I feel like Pog's okay. Like, it's okay to let a Pog go every now and then, but once you start adding like I don't know, other ones, it's kind of like, come on.
If I catch one of you guys saying try hard 7 IRL, I'm about to tackle you to the ground. Pog chomp, dude. Yeah.
Check. That's a good one.
Yeah, dude. I got all of them at the bottom of the stream. It's great. Yeah, there's a little widget now. You can show all your GIF ones. That's if you pay for like the Better Twitch TV Premium thing, dude. Best $5 a month I spend, hands down. They made me add crappa, dude. What kind of crap is that? Like they use it all the time too. Look at that. They use it all the time. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the crappa.
Yeah, dude. They use it literally. It's like the most one they use. Or they do the Feels Support Man when Comcast starts hitting hard. They're like, Feels Support Man. Hi, this is Comcast. How can we help you today? Is our service up to par?
Right.
No, it's not actually. It is not. They made me add Steve Harvey too.
Or my old roommate's name was Josh, and every time he would come like in the screen or like even come on mic or anything, they would all spam this one.
Yes. Yeah, let me transfer you to another agent. Yeah, please hold. Oh my god, dude, I love Twitch culture, man. I don't know, it's good stuff.
It is great. Yeah, see, there's the Omega Lulz coming through.
Yep, there they are, dude. Or a solid Pepe hands. It's always good.
And this is what people would type in mine. And I don't know how I feel about it. I want to laugh because it's so funny, but at the same time, I get kind of offended.
Yeah, that's kind of
all coming through shit.
That's toxic, dude. Oh my god! Or when people are just shooting at each other in chat, dude, you get a solid monk of gun in there to slide in. Dude, I have the. Oh no, you guys got this. Where's the Huggers one? Hold on. This is what I was talking about, Spark. I need you. I'm telling you, this is the greatest investment in an emote of all time. It's Huggers with 1G, but then the GIF one's here. Greatest, dude. Oh dude. My. See, it's like when people are arguing in chat and fighting and in meme form, or I just go like, all right, guys, you hug it out right now, and then and then Huggers just comes out to play. Perfect.
That's good.
Fantastic.
You had one I really enjoyed. I think it was called Derpers.
Dude, I think I had that one for a little bit. It's like Pepe. He's just Oh yeah, I do have that one.
That was great.
Dude.
That looks like Phil's Tasty, man. Have you seen that one?
I have seen that one. Oh my god, dude.
That's a good one, Paul.
Oh, I love emotes, man. It's great. Can't go wrong.
You really actually get some new ones made as well. Need to get better
like for your personal channel, or
yeah, just probably for my Discord, and then
also, can you do that actually? Is there integration on Discord for like emotes and stuff like that for Twitch? Like just built in, or do you have to download like
Twitch emotes? You can like put them on your server.
Oh, really?
I say, and if you have Nitro through Discord, you can use them on other servers as well. But
okay,
it just depends.
That's kind of cool.
But I was also going to invest in BTTV. That what is it, like $5 a month?
Oh,
yeah, it's like it's the best $5 a month I spend, dude. Just for chat, get all the great emotes.
I figured I'd cancel my soda sub or something.
It's the best $5 besides the Izzy sub.
Stop that, dude.
Sorry,
I believe it.
Gassing me up like that, how dare you? Dude, look, you got a great emote too, Jagger. Where's Checka S? There it is. Oh my god.
I like that one. That's why I want to play scary games more, so I actually get some use.
Yes, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get yourself on a parrot head spinning. That's what I have that one. Rare Izzy, dude. Rare Izzy. It's somewhere in there.
Oh, is that the one where it's like?
Yeah.
Bro, that one's good. Someone made that, right? Or that's the one you've had for a while.
That's one of my like original ones, dude. Spinning. Oh my god.
I like that one.
Jagger, have you played Amnesia at all or no?
No, wait. Actually, I played a long time ago. Yeah, very briefly.
I said it's free, and I think it's free at least. I don't know. And then also there's custom games, or not custom, but custom maps that Community has made that are pretty scary.
Really? That's
yeah.
Cool. I know they even had that functionality.
That's where Soda got his start in variety.
Get the Fortnite stickers ready.
Oh god, dude.
Amnesia's no joke, dude.
It's so hard.
Spooky stuff.
I don't know how Izzy does it. I can't. I guess because it's more like a pattern thing, but I keep like stuff like I can't not cuss.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed it too that Izzy does it. There's no way I can do it.
That's how he grew up. I don't know.
He has the filler in words. There's no cuss word as good as fuck. Like
dude, that's just the impact that it has, though. It's hard. Like, what other word has impact like that?
Izzy, what is your fuck replacement?
I don't really have one.
Frick?
Yeah.
That's not the same though. It doesn't like
it
doesn't have the I don't know.
I've heard it.
The stress.
I've noticed
I've heard him say it, but
I do. Sometimes I do. I don't say it as much, I guess.
I've definitely noticed it though. I always thought it was because trying to get that YouTube monetization. Right?
Big brain plays too, without even knowing.
It's just good rhetoric.
I just sound silly. I don't know. I sound silly. I feel like I lose control if I. Well, I do, but I feel like I really lose control if you ever hear me like be potty mouth burn. That's when you know I'm upset. Doesn't happen very much, but sometimes Counter-Strike, dude. Sometimes that game it'll bring it out. Like you'll hear a nice solid mouse slam sometimes. I've almost broke this mouse from Counter-Strike actually, but
yeah,
I smashed my keyboard for the first time on
Jesus Christ.
Is there a clip?
When was it? It was on I was playing The Division and I was in a dark zone and someone killed me and I had no health pack. So
What day was it on?
Yeah, I got really pissed. It was the first one I was in. So I was playing the game mode survival where you loot up and then you go into the dark zone and then you have to extract. And it's like it takes probably like 2 hours to actually get. And I was at the very end of it, and it was literally me and one other player, and somehow he ends up showing up to the place that I was at.
Oh,
And he had way better gear than me, so he like insta killed me, and I had no first aid kits. So it pissed me off. I smashed my keyboard. My control key flew out.
Oh my god.
It happens, man.
I'm waiting for Jagger because Jagger's notorious for the slam. I'm waiting for it, dude. Just like one half of the desk is just not, it's not gonna hold one of these days, dude.
Yeah,
and
sure.
monitors are gonna
Glass.
tumble, dude.
Yeah, mine's glass, so.
Oh my god, you're gonna go through it.
Yeah. It's Jagger smash,
I've
God.
always been like that though. I can't like just sit there and be like, oh, frick. You know, I'm like, fuck, and just
Boom.
See, I know it's like if you hit this, like if you hit with your elbow, this is like pro tips if you have a
Pro tip.
if you throw fits.
Taking
But
out
if you
shot.
if you hit your desk with your elbow, it doesn't hurt as much, and your hand doesn't hurt as much, and you can just go immediately back to gaming.
I've
You gotta get
smoked
that-
my hand a couple
You get a
times
nice
where I'm
split
just like,
smash is fucking.
oh
like
my
that.
god.
Look at those, man.
I'd pull a hammy doing that, dude. Holy
No, dude,
shit.
you get used to it. Like I've gotten used to.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I can
just-
I can be driving and I can like foot smash my my dashboard.
Oh my airbag flies up.
I-
Just- ah! Somebody help! Is he call the police?
I'm on the highway, hit a ditch, I start spiraling.
Oh my god.
My legs like this was the movie where you kick the glass or you kick the cop car glass and you like his
And
foot
it's
would
flip that
Oh
stuff.
my God.
That's Pineapple Express. I
There you
remember.
go.
I remember that.
Holy moly. That's good stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, that would suck.
That would suck. With that said, though.
With that said, I hope you never get your airbag or going off from kicking it. That would take some force, dude. Holy crap.
Izzy, if we ever do the stream house thing, I'm just saying you can be as loud as you want. I'd be like,
Oh,
I'm with you
yes.
100% of the way.
Dude, I'm loud. Like, I'm loud. Way louder than you think. I think my mic just kind of does itself justice,
You
but
should have heard me, dude, when Black Ops 1 came out.
I
I
was
wanted to be the best so bad that when I died, dude, everyone knew. In a like 2-mile radius, everyone knew.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ryan died again.
I died off Blackbird so many times it wasn't even fun. UAV, Blackbird, dogs was my kill streaks, and if I died one off of any of those, except for UAV, obviously, I would be so pissed. Dude.
Oh, I'd still
Holy
be pissed
shit.
if I died off UAV. I don't know what it was.
God, I suck. Yeah, it's just look, Ryan, you're just very passionate. I'm telling you, it's
I
all about
was
the
back then,
passion.
dude. I was the first out of our friends to hit 15th prestige. And
Oh
it
God,
felt-
you were a nerd in that game. Then a
Dude,
nerd.
I've never grinded a game so hard.
You must have had
in
the
my life.
moving. They had like the moving ones in that game for the first time, right? The moving
Yep,
titles. You
I
probably
was
had
the
that first,
first
you
one.
nerd.
Right, yeah.
Oh my God.
I had it, and dude, it felt so good. I thought I was so badass. I tell you, dude.
Oh,
I saw all these people with these default emblems and shit, and I was just like, yeah, well, look what I got.
yeah. Look at here. I haven't gotten off the game.
I'll never forget. That game was out when David got his first Xbox, and we played Black Ops literally like as soon as he opened it. It was on his birthday.
Oh
he
my
opened that shit,
God.
and we played it right away. It was so.
Dude,
First
those were the
game on,
good
I got
old days,
dogs, too.
man. Oh, those were the good old days. Like during that time, I just remember like going over to buddies' houses and we would just LAN for the weekend. We would just straight up LAN. That's all we
yeah,
would do.
shit.
We would just grind. It was I miss
Too
those
good.
days, dude. I haven't had a proper LAN in years. Oh,
Dude, I remember the first LAN I went to was down the street at one of my friend's house right here. We all lived in like kind of the same neighborhood.
that's awesome.
There were so many of us there. We all got eventually so tired of playing Halo 2. We're like, yo, let's go play hide and go seek. So we just did that for like in the neighborhood for like a good hour.
Good times. Man, times were so much simpler when you didn't have to worry about adult responsibilities.
Dude, my favorite game as a kid was Manhunt or Kick the Cone.
Kick
guys
the.
play either
We
of
called it
those?
kick the can. We would play kick the
Yeah,
can.
yeah, we used can too. Yeah. Dude, holy
We
shit.
played
I
this
love
game
those
called
games.
Ghosts in the Graveyard. I don't know if you guys ever played a game like that.
I've heard about that.
But yeah, basically like the front. You'd play in someone's yard, obviously, but like the front of the yard by the door or whatever, like the front door would be like the safe point, basically. People would be getting smoked in this game, by the way. Like you're playing in pitch black, dark night games type of stuff
I
in
think
the
this
summer.
is exactly what Manhunt is.
Maybe you
actually.
called it
Keep
something
going,
different. But yeah,
Yeah,
basically there'd be one ghost in the graveyard. You guys would be hiding in the graveyard, And if someone yells "ghost in the graveyard," you all run. You hit the line, dude. It is life or death to the front door. I mean, people are just getting skid marks across concrete and shit, just like trying to hide and not get tagged. Oh my god, good times.
It was very similar to that for sure.
But yeah. Good stuff. I just remember kids running into trees, getting absolutely smoked by other people in the pitch black. Like, oh my god. Oh, dude. Good times. Good old night games. Oh. Play until like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the summer. Just like can't see anything. Oh my gosh.
Oops.
I miss being a kid sometimes. You're still a young streamer. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Not even in your second prime.
What's second prime? Is that?
That's 30, isn't it? Right?
Oh, that's 30.
Isn't that second prime, or do you count?
Second prime's 30.
Okay, that's what I thought.
First prime's 18.
Yep.
Third prime is 50.
Yep. Dang.
Oh, third prime's 50.
Dang, the way you said 50, dude. Yo, yeah, third time's 50.
I don't even know if I want to be 50.
Wet.
I remember back when I was younger, I was like telling my friends, I was like, man, yeah, I don't want to live till 30. Like once I hit 30, I think I'm gonna call it quits.
Life's over.
And then on my it was like my 15th birthday, and that same friend goes up to me, goes, "How does it feel? Half your life's over." And I was like, maybe I do want to get older than 30.
That's toxic, dude. Oh my god.
And I mean, the older I get, I still don't even feel like I'm 25. I'll be 26 this year. People ask me how old I am. Like, I think 18, like 16. It's just, I don't.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like I just don't like if I shave my face and everything, I've only gotten fatter, but like I still look 16.
Dude, you're telling me, bro. If I shaved, dude, I'd lose like 4 years. Straight up.
People ID me, man. I don't care.
Hey, we take those W's, Jagger. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
I get ID'd everywhere, and I immediately say, "You accept fakes?" And I just give them.
Oh my god, dude, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, you can get busted for that now, cause like, you can get busted for that now.
Not just that, but this family came in. Thank God this wasn't my table, but this family came in, and it was a husband, a wife, and their like of age daughter. And the server went up, and it's a friend of mine, really cool dude. He's big, tall, 6'7", has a beard. Dude's fucking ginormous. Guy's a monster. But he went up to wait on this table, and it did this thing where it's like, "Hey, we're gonna order mimosas." And he goes, "All right, well, I'm gonna see your ID." And he asked the girl, the younger one, the daughter, and it was ID, sure. And the mom went, "Well, aren't you gonna see my ID?" He goes, "You want to play that game?" And she's like, She's like, "All right, well, let me see your ID." And she's like, she starts digging her thing. She's like, "Oh shit, I didn't bring it with me."
Oh,
so, yeah,
no.
I was like, "Yeah, you left it in the house." And with that said, Kelly, that's the guy's name. He was like, "Well, with that said, we can't really serve you because if I ask you for ID and you're not able to provide it for me under law, PABC law, I can't serve you." And they flipped the fuck out. They started yelling at him.
Oh god.
He had he can stay in his zone, but he ended up having to call a manager over. The manager had to be like, "What the fuck?" Like, I mean, that's the rules. You can't serve you now. You can't play stupid games. You win stupid prizes. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be super careful about that.
Yep.
But yeah, then he ended up getting stiffed, of course, and that was the end of that.
Nice.
I've only been carded once going to like a package store, and I've gone like 5 times, 6 times in my lifetime. And dude, I don't know why. Like when we were in high school and we would go to not get alcohol at the package store, of course, because we were underage, we wouldn't do that. My friends would all go in who looked way younger than me. And I could have probably easily gone in and got like 6 things and no question would be asked. It was, oh man.
That's hilarious.
So many people should have lost their jobs at package stores. I'll put it that way. Because like these kids are fucking 17 years old going in there. Oh my god. Too funny.
Sheesh.
Isn't that funny though, Ryan? Like when you're not of age, you're just all like, "Oh god, if we get caught," or like, "Oh, how are we gonna get this?" or like, "Who's gonna buy this?" You know, how gosh, we're gonna drive over here and just make the deal real quick. You know, it's like a big deal. It's like crossing stuff over the border or something illegal,
Yeah, dude,
some
it was
narcotics going on.
We thought the world was against
Dude,
us.
then you hit 21.
It
It's
was
like
hilarious.
I don't even go to the liquor store that
No,
much.
exactly. It's like I don't give a shit.
It's like I could care less.
Yeah.
So funny, dude. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Sparky's back in good old God-loving Texas, where he can't even buy liquor on Sundays.
No Sundays. That's God's day, the Lord's day. God bless.
But mimosas, we'll take that.
Mimosas, we drink those some bitches all morning.
Mimosas.
We wasted 4 p.m. Oh shit, what time is it?
Dude, mimosas are banging, and then they just hit you.
Dude, they are next level. Day drinking is wild.
Dude,
Okay.
fuck day drinking. I hate it.
Yeah.
Dude.
First
can't
thing you
do
know,
it.
you're getting brunch, and the next thing you know, you're on the floor, bro.
I can't do day drinking. I just can't.
I can't either.
Not even
I
on the
get-
4th of July? Really?
I don't. I literally almost never drink.
Well, I'm pretty much the same way too, but
I went to Hard Rock Cafe last night. My girlfriend got a margarita and I got water. Like Hard Rock Cafe, I don't know if you guys know, but it's at Universal Studios.
I've been there once.
and
Yep,
It is fancy.
it's
Like,
real good
it
stuff.
cost me a pretty penny, but like I didn't even get a drink there even. So
Yeah, like I said earlier, there's no casual mode for me drinking. It's just like I can't. It's like, all right, we're doing
Yeah.
this for a purpose, and see you guys later.
Oh
I'm here to get in. I'm here to get out.
yeah. See you on the other side.
So it's great to have Sparky on here. This is gonna be a great river trip. I'm so
Oh
excited.
baby.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Oh my god. If that actually gets streamed, that's gonna be the greatest content of all time.
What is it? What gets
on
streamed?
my shitty iPhone 6.
Nice, dude.
Good
You
luck.
going down a river or something?
Or yeah, me
Yeah,
and
we're planning a
Jagger.
river trip.
So where I went to college, or where Jagger, do you go to college there too, or no?
Yeah, for a semester.
Okay, so where we went to college, Texas State, there's like a river that runs through the campus. That it's like tradition, or when you graduate your cap and gown, you're supposed to jump in the river and stuff. But people always make the joke that you can graduate the entire college by taking classes that float the river, just because it's a big party school. But they have like big old floats there that you go, and there's like 3-hour floats where you can go just have an ice chest full of beer and just drink and get absolutely tore up on the river. And then you go to the bottom and you get on a bus. They take you back to the top, and then you can do it again.
And you go again. We go again, boys. We go again.
And then don't forget you're supposed to get off when you're supposed to get off, or else you're going to go into the dam, which is
Yeah,
not good.
The dam? Oh my god.
It's like a big drop off.
yeah,
Oh god.
yeah. It's a big drop. It's like a waterfall.
Oh my god.
But that depending on the part of river you're on, you're going to be in the next Deliverance movie. You just got to be careful.
Oh god.
Dude,
Jesus.
you guys, I wish you guys could. I wish we recorded it. Me and my friend David, we used to go to Rhode Island every summer with his family, and dude, they would have the biggest fucking waves there every single time. All we would do, we would probably be the most entertaining people they all look forward to seeing, because we would lay right in front of the giant ass waves and just get destroyed by them. And we thought it was the funnest shit ever. Dude, I swear to God, we could have broken our necks multiple times, but
My-
we just kept going, dude. We were just like, hell yeah, this is the best. Dude, these waves were so huge too. It was fucking insane. People would be like running off the beach, like, we can't stay here. The waves are too crazy. And David and I would be like jumping in head first. We'd be like, dude, this is great.
Just getting absolutely blasted in the face.
When we were leaving at the end of the day, we'd have a bunch of scrapes on our arms and legs, and we'd be like, ready to go tomorrow?
Yeah.
So funny.
Oh my god. The funny things we do to ourselves when we're younger. Take so much more of a beating.
Yep.
Now if I twist my ankle, dude, frick, that shit hurts for days. Be like, oh my god, what happened? Or like you do a little bit of lifting that you're normally not used to. You're
dude.
like, oh my god, my back, dude. Swear, it's like I gotta stretch out.
Super sore.
Gotta start doing some yoga or something, dude. Straight up. I'm about to start doing some yoga streams, chat. Be like, all right, chat, we're taking an hour yoga break. All right, everyone, downward dog, all right?
Yeah, actually, when
you
stretched out.
might tap into a new audience with that, man.
Dude, you know what? Look,
Hey, Trevor, where you at, baby?
If you know, you know. Dude, look, there could be a high demand for male rumpus on this website, and you're just not tapping into it right now, you know?
I guarantee you there is.
Look, Sparky's got, you know, a wagon, and he could be using it to its full potential, you know?
I got it, dude. I already know what we should do.
Oh, no.
You guys know that new thing coming out on Twitch where we can
oh my
put all of our streams together? We all do yoga together, and we do it once a week. And we just we all do it like as a team. No one loses. Everyone wins.
Like it. I'll put on my my long compression, what do you call it? Like the running compression shorts that are like super tight. I have them all the way down, dude.
I'm wearing a mankini. 100%.
There you go.
Oh, I'm getting that like Borat like thing that goes from my shoulders all the way down.
Oh my
captain.
God. The banana hammock, but not a banana hammock. It's like
The banana hammock on steroids.
yeah, I was gonna say that thing is on freaking roids.
Wait, if you get an erection, do you win or lose?
I mean,
I
for
think
some
the
it's a
chat
win.
is the winners.
I was gonna say, what would happen? Can you get banned for that? Like
For an erection?
yeah, like I mean,
know.
if like what if you're working like what if you're like working out, you're stretching, all of a sudden you know you get a little excited, something happens, and you know whatever. Can that be like a full bannerino?
I don't know, maybe.
As long as
So
the way I see it is if you're not bringing attention to it, and it's not like straight up show, you're good.
how do you not bring attention to a boner?
No, what?
It's
do you
the
know what I
pattern in the
mean?
pants.
It's there, but you're not pointing out that it's there.
I remember there used to be
You're
an
pointing
old
out.
clip.
You just
There
don't
used
say anything. You just let it.
You just let it
be.
point.
Yeah,
Just
let
drop
point.
it in, just drop it in the waistband, dude.
The
Exactly.
waistband tuck, dude. Classic
I tucked in
technique.
my waistband. I was fully loaded in my stomach.
I don't know about I don't know about that one. No, I remember there used to be a clip somewhere of like it was
man.
highly controversial over whether or not Summit had a boner on stream or something.
I knew you were gonna bring that one up.
Oh,
I knew it.
that dude was full torque somehow, some
It
reason.
had
I don't
to
know.
be, dude. He must have.
I don't know, dude. You know, it
Off
happens
his own head.
sometimes, dude. Look, it happens. We're only human. Sheesh.
I
Man.
remember. Oh my. I mean, I don't really want to speak more on the subject, but
No, we're in.
I remember I was taking some like some really decent supplements back in like my college wrestling days, and, like just my you know, my random ones, they would just be full mass, and I'd be like, oh my god, like I don't feel safe. I'm gonna kill someone with this.
Oh my god. Dude.
It's that zinc, baby. That thing makes you shoot rope.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Dude, you gotta be careful with some of those supplements.
I know, like it was like middle school. The first time I held hands with a girl, I had to dip out because I was like, oh god, he's coming. I had to like dip out and sit in the fucking cafeteria for a little bit, like in the lunch line. Like I was just like, oh god, I've never touched a girl's hand. This is getting too real, dude.
I'm gonna take a walk. Whoa, baby, taking it too fast.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of passion, Jagger. That's all I gotta say.
It's a lot of stuff.
Dude,
Away.
I was gonna say though, some of those supplements, dude, you gotta be careful, like, because like, especially for working out and shiz like that, those things are like loaded, dude. Like, what I've heard like some really sketchy stuff about, like, you know, like some people or some big bodybuilders like, oh, this supplement made me jacked in like 2 months of working out or whatever. Like some of these like companies too, they'll just load these things up with straight up roids. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's just crazy, and then they just start shrinking after.
I mean, big meat makes the potato, or small potatoes make the meat look big.
I mean, it's all figurative of your, you know, imagination, but. Oh, what is this conversation? Look, we're just the Borthers shooting the shiz.
I remember in high school. Okay, so I feel like everyone's got that weird uncle. That not weird uncle, but like like pervy uncle,
an unusual one.
Yeah. Anyway, like a pervy uncle that always like like tag you in some weird stuff on Facebook, you know, or send you like some random like, dude, where do you find this on Facebook? But I remember in high school, like for wrestling, I had to wear the singlet, and like I just got through with like a hardcore match, whatever. Like I barely won, and I came off the mat, and I was talking to my family, and then my uncle goes, "Hey, Christian, did you put a potato in there? Like, what's up?" And I'm like, why are you asking me this right now, like in front of these people?
No way, no way, dude! Oh my god, Jesus Christ! Oh my Lord! It's like the worst timing. So awkward. Yeah. This is like, what? Excuse me? Are you serious right now?
I'm in a skin tight onesie already. There's enough attention
you're gonna come at me like that? You're gonna come at my neck like that? Oh my god, dude. Wieners are funny, dude. Oh lordy. That was a rabbit hole. That's all right though. Where did that start from? What happened?
I'm trying to think.
Did I start that? I think I started that. I'm usually the ranter. I don't know what happened. We talked about someone getting banned, right? Or something like that. Oh, yoga. No, that's what it was. Gosh darn, yoga, dude. Always sneaking up on you, man. That yoga stream's happening, by the way. You guys think we're joking? We're not joking around. This is serious business. All right. What time is it, dudes? Holy shiz. Just 3 hours.
Oh, wow. Right.
Yeah, just about 2:45. Wow. Dude, we could go for days, but any closing thoughts? Did we catch up everything? Or sorry, not catch up, but touch up on everything games-wise and Twitch-wise for the most part? Anything to add before we wrap it up?
The meat and potatoes for
that we did.
Apex. Erez still sucks.
Every week, every single week.
Wait, what still sucks?
Erez, he was the ex-CEO of Hi-Rez who ruined every game in that company.
Okay.
Don't get me started. Next podcast, I'll give you the deal. I'll give you the deal.
All right.
I'm starting to calm down a little bit. I don't want to get fired up.
He's gonna get real fired up. Well, this will be a 4-hour podcast in no time.
Dude, and no one will be talking. It'll just be like, "Hey, wait, I'm not done my thought." Anyways, Erez is a piece of shit because, it's not gonna be good.
All right. With that being said, yeah, Sparky, first one back in a long time. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm sure the chat enjoyed it as well. We appreciate everyone coming in, all the new people checking out the broadcast. We will be live next week at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, so mark that on the calendars. We'll be talking lots of games, shooting the shiz, having fun, and yeah, all that good stuff. Sparky's going to be with us for a while, so feel free to come back, share some love, all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. If you guys did, these will be uploaded on the YouTube on Tuesday if you guys want to go watch the rebroadcast. But other than that, guys, thanks for chilling. Follow everyone's Twitter handles below the cameras. Go follow everyone else on there for updates and stuff like that. We all stream on Twitch and all that good stuff as well. But yeah, guys, thanks for chilling. We appreciate it very much. Love you guys. And we will see you guys next Sunday on the Borther's podcast. Peace out, guys.